Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
We were just having a lively discussion about the fact that you can actually buy the parachutes from gym class. Had no
Yeah.
idea, so that's a
Who's
fun
gonna stop
thing.
me?
Yeah.
Who's gonna stop me?
So, uh, chat. If anyone's in the chat, ideas for how that can leak into the game. Um, we're gonna go ahead and play some Marvel Multiverse today. You know who all of us are. Also, there is a link in the top right. Definitely check that out if you haven't already to see if you can provide any help to Razan and her family as they are trying to get out of Gaza still. We've had a lot of donations come in the past week, so we appreciate everybody who has contributed to that. Hello, Briar. It's good to see you. Um, and with that, our intrepid heroes are a little split up after last week's session. So we're going to see how it all comes back together. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Born ready.
Let's do it. So we open on a shot of like feet running down a hallway. And we hear like, I feel like we get like a couple frames of like empty hallways with like gunshots ringing out on different sides of it. And then we pan over and we see several AIM agents who have been taken out. And then it pans up and we see AWOL. And as it zooms out, we get an exterior shot of where AWOL is with a description that says the Raft. And oh yeah, that's right. You actually weren't here, but I'm assuming that your character is doing the thing that you said your character
Yeah.
was going to do at the end of the last session you were here
Yeah.
for, which puts you at the Raft, because
Cool.
that's where your intelligence led you to finding M.O.D.O.K.
Hell yeah.
But we are going to cut away, and this is. This is so funny for Jordan, who wasn't here last time. So we see that, and then the next page, we get a shot of outer space, and we get a shot of, and
Surprise!
the caption reads "Nowhere." And as we zoom in on the head of this dead celestial, and we see these tenements populated by aliens, we see X-Ploit walking through this strange alien, not really planet. But settlement in the middle of space. What are you doing here, X-Ploit? What is your move to try and get back home?
So, how long has it been since I got teleported? Like, how many minutes,
I would say a
hours?
couple.
Yeah, cool.
However many you deem narratively appropriate.
I think it's been about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I think the first 8 of those were just kind of getting my bearings and realizing that I am, in fact, in deep, deep space, far away from anything I know. And I think the next thing I do is like, there was a lot of just sort of walking through nowhere, deeply just like trying to pick up on anything that sounds remotely like human and like I don't have a ton of focus either, but using like my ability to try to copy I think traits is it
Mm-hmm.
to like see if I can pick up on any sort of language or at least find like a universal translator just because I dare know those exist in like Marvel space.
Yeah,
But just
for
trying
sure.
to see if I see anything that looks like I could use it. If there's any English, any human writing anywhere.
Yeah, so you are kind of walking through. I'm gonna actually have you make a logic check to kind of see how well you get your bearings.
Oh boy. That's I got a straight 0 in that.
Love that. Straight dice. 13. That's not bad at all. So, yeah, you're going through and you're starting to look around and you are connecting to the various like alien populations that are talking here and picking up on different syntaxes, and you're connecting them with the different languages that are on different signs, and you're kind of starting to uh, learn that the language that is being spoken here is actually kind of an amalgamation of a lot of different alien languages, and you kind of begin to see that like there are a lot of aliens here that are almost like creating a new culture that is kind of an amalgam of their own cultures. But also, you see that there are some signs that are written in what would be known here as Terran, which is just English, because English is the only language from Earth apparently. So, but you see a sign on one of the like these tenements. Actually, it's like a big multi-level building, a little bit nicer than the rest of the tenements, and it has a sign that says Guardians, and then next to it has like this crest of like a star. You know what the Guardians logo looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Upon seeing that, I'm like, okay, that's a thing I can read. It's like, is it like a door? Am I able to just like step
Yeah.
in? Yeah, I think like I just kind of make the like knocking as I step in through the door. Uh, Hello?
You see like an automated bot turn around at the front desk that says, "Welcome to the Museum of the Guardians of the Galaxy."
Uh, Hi. Who are you?
Welcome to the Museum of the Guardians
Oh
of the
my.
Galaxy. And you see that like on his chest, it has like a slot where like coins go in.
I'll check. I probably have like some quarters on me,
Yeah.
and I'll see if like I'll try to put 1 quarter in and see what happens.
You put 1 quarter in and it completely like spins. There's no lower body. It just looks like an upper like torso that is on like a sliding rack, and it like spins around and it goes to your right. You will see the artifacts collected from the Guardians. Battle with the Nova alongside the Nova Corps against Ronan the Accuser, and like it just like gives you like this automated guided tour of this place, and then it eventually like shorts out, and you hear like a groan from behind the counter, but you don't see anybody. And then you like hear like rummaging below where you can see in the counter.
I think I'm going to peer over. Hello?
And
Uh,
as you like look over, you see that below the counter there is a small raccoon that is running back and forth and like pulling stuff out. He's like, "God damn it, this thing is still not working."
uh, um, Hi, Mr. Raccoon? Uh,
Mr. Raccoon. You see a talking raccoon, and you're just like, it's probably the raccoon that talks. Its last name's probably Raccoon, right? That
I,
makes sense.
well, I was kind of trying to introduce my, hi, I'm sorry, off to the wrong foot immediately. Um,
How did you even get out here, kid?
do you know, I think there's like a look of like, why not just explain? Do you know Doctor Doom?
That's why I don't go back to Earth. And he like jumps up on the counter and he goes, "Look, I'm assuming it was some kind of portal thing, and yeah, that's not really my thing. I could probably get a charter ship to come out here. Maybe one of the Ravagers could pick you up. It might be a couple weeks before we can get you back to Earth, though."
See, and Weeks is bad. I was kind of why? Okay, I was fighting Doctor Doom. Let me make that clear. I was like involved in fighting Doctor Doom. I kind of need to be back there pretty
What
pronto.
is it with you Gen Zers always clout checking people, okay? Look, I've been in all sorts of tussles, okay? I've got a goddamn museum here I'm managing.
No, I think it's a wonderful museum. I haven't really got a chance to give it a look yet. We could walk and talk if you want me to like appreciate more of the work you've done here. Um, but I do kind of need to get to Earth relatively quick because there's a lot of magic stuff happening, and like I also magic not my thing. But it's a lot. Hey, actually, there's a Star Lord guy, right?
He begins to like as you're talking, he's like inspecting you, and he's like, "You're not a normal Terran."
Yeah, I'm blue and I have four eyes.
Yeah, I'm picking up on that.
Yeah. I am a mutant. So lots of stuff happening there. There was like a half second of thought, like when she said she's a mutant, she's like, I could die and come back, but no one would know that I've died. There was like just a half like stray thought that she like pushed out of her head. Like, nope, nope, too much. Um, I, I, I have a question for you, Sean.
Yes.
Is this a universe in which Kitty and Star-Lord almost got married?
Uh, that sounds fun. But
Yes, because like that was the thing that happened in the
yeah,
comics for like a while.
yeah.
Okay, so I've heard from uh Kate Pride, that there's a Star-Lord guy here, and maybe I could talk to him, or at least get in contact with the X-Men through him. Is that cool?
He and Drax are off world right now, but
God damn it.
if you're a mutant, I actually do know someone here you might be able to talk to. And we like cut to Rocket like leading you down the street a couple blocks, and you come across like this what almost looks like in the middle of this like all of these tenements, it looks like a car body shop almost, and there's a lot of things on the outside that are like heavily machined, and it looks like this is a lot more like technologically advanced than a lot of the more makeshift structures around it. And as you walk in, Rocket says, "Hey, got a visitor." And you see from like behind this hover car, a man pops up with a goatee and a red headband, and he goes, "Huh? How'd you get here?" As Forge approaches you, and we are going to cut away. And the next frame that we get is a large, kind of open void almost, and it says the Library of Alexandria. And we see Scheherazade and Amista still standing there after their interaction with Doctor Doom. What is y'all's next move?
I think Scheherazade is pissed, and is sad because Exploit has been, at least from her, like, is not on planet. They don't know where they are. I think there's just a reaction of wanting to like go to Olympia to see if one of the other Eternals can help. But we'll turn to Mystia to see what they think the best plan of action is, because at this moment Scheherazade is just real freaked out.
I think Hellhound and Mista is also very just like I imagine like a certain like steam popping off of her just from being in hell, just as like the rage builds. Sean, remind me, because it's been a week. We found out the pages of the Darkhold were in
There are
three
There are
places.
three separate places that contain the remaining pages of the Darkhold. 5 of them
Okay.
are on the raft.
All right.
And
I'm just trying to remember locations we have
5 of them are
discussed
on
to
the
see if
raft.
Hellhound be like, okay, we think that Exploit is here, or we just have no idea.
You have no idea where X-Ploit
We have
is.
no idea.
Yeah. So you know the 5 of the remaining pages are on the raft. 9 of the remaining pages are in Asgard, and then Doctor Doom has the rest of the pages.
Okay.
I mean, so what do you believe we should do?
I mean, I hate doing it. Could either call my brother or my dad, see if they know anything, have anyone who could track Exploit down. I hate not being able to know where the kid is.
But perhaps we can enlist the help of the X-Men. They do have a device, as I recall, that can find mutants, perhaps.
Fine by me.
Either or. I feel some level of guilt. Perhaps this is my fault. The Exploit should
No.
not have been in.
No, it's not your fault. How could you have known? How could you have known Doom would have sent Exploit away?
I just feel an immense amount of guilt.
Hey,
I
hey.
hope. Yes.
No, you go.
No, you go.
Just all I was going to say is that I get it. I understand. It's hard. It's frustrating, but we got to keep going. Take those feelings, use them to push you forward. Because the longer we sit and we feel guilty and we worry, the more time X-Ploit is scared and alone. And I don't want that kid scared and alone.
You're right. I don't have a portal to not Genosha. What's it called? The name escapes me.
Krakoa.
Krakoa. As I've never been there. Do you have means or access of getting there? Otherwise, we can perhaps call someone.
I would doubt I've ever been to Krakoa.
Right.
God? Sean, I
Can
probably
call?
would never have been to Krakoa.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Hey, it's me, Hellhound.
Yeah, I would say there's no reason you would have ever been to Krakoa, especially.
That's fair. That's so fair.
Then I'm gonna call Logan.
Okay.
Yeah,
Logan!
put it on speak. Is it on speaker?
Oh, there's an option not to have it on speaker. Oh, I didn't know that.
How have you been around for 2,000 years and you haven't figured out a phone?
Hello, Logan. How are you?
Hi, Logan.
Can I help you?
Sean, we can't hear you.
Oh.
Okay, then we can hear you.
Sorry. Can I help you?
At first, I need you to promise not to be mad.
That never leads to good things. What's going on?
Doom may have transported X-Ploit somewhere, and I am in need of assistance of locating her.
Okay. Who is it?
Who is it? It's X-Ploit.
You were supposed to watch the kid.
Listen, Logan, I'm terribly sorry. I know that I have dropped the ball here, but I'm in the course of trying to correct it and trying to fix it, and it is not their fault.
Okay. Well, Doom could have slung them anywhere.
You have means of tracking your wards, yes. A device known as Cerebral. Perhaps that can be of assistance, or you're an amazing tracker. You're a beautiful man who does not smell terribly.
Hellhound is just to the side of Scheherazade, just going, what? Stop.
This is okay. Well, I'm flattered, but
I ramble when I'm nervous. Please, I just want to fix this, please.
I think Hellhound puts a hand on Scheherazade's shoulder and speaks into the phone. Is like, listen, any help you can offer, we just want them home.
okay. Well, with this whole thing, a lot of our telepaths are tapped, but there might be one person. Okay. Do you know how to get to Westchester?
Who is it?
Do you know how to get to Westchester from New York City?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I love Westchester. It's lovely. We should go there, miss. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, I think we're about to go there.
Yes, that's where the Jean Grey School of Higher Learning is going to be. Most people have moved and transferred to Krakoa, but if you go there, you're going to find a mutant named Monet St. Croix, and she might be able to help you.
Lovely. Where's my pen? Write it down. Oh, wait, the phone will do it. Siri, please save the name that was
Hellhound
said.
is already in the back grabbing us, trying to find a scrap of paper.
All right. We cut over to the Raft. AWOL, your intelligence has alerted you to the fact that M.O.D.O.K is here because he is trying to break out his two colleagues who you and your team actually ended up putting here, Juggernaut and Taskmaster. And he's brought the rest of the team that he's referring to as the New Intelligentsia in order to achieve that goal. Your intel has also led you to the information that one of the members of New Intelligentsia, the leader, has used the 5 pages of the Darkhold that they've recovered to make some kind of tech weapon with unknown capabilities.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah,
That sounds like
doesn't
a
it?
good
Sounds
idea. Yeah. Do I have any idea um, where Juggernaut or Taskmaster is
Yeah, so you can actually do the
in the
whole like
facility?
climbing through the vents type deal,
Cool.
if that's what
Cool.
you want to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would like to do.
All right. Well, this is interesting. So let me go ahead and actually have you make an agility to try and stealthily move through the facility.
Okay, I can do that. Ooh, God. That's so bad. I'm gonna spend a karma.
Okay.
Oh my God. 10.
You are moving through the facility, trying to be as stealthy as possible. And you are,
Oh, I get edge because I'm sneaky.
oh,
Can I have spent and get one more
Yeah,
re-roll?
absolutely.
Okay, cool. 11.
perfect. Yeah,
Let's
so
go.
That's insane.
yeah, you're trying to, so you're actually using your stealth technology to try and like make yourself invisible as you're like moving through the building. But you hear a voice that says there are other ways of seeing before you feel like something grip your ankle and like kind of like rip up through the vents that you're walking through, and you look down and you see like almost like a claw hand gripping you, and you are pulled down through the vents, and you're like trying to like grab until you are like yanked into this engineering room below you, and as you turn around, you see a man with 4 robotic arms coming out of his back,
God damn it.
walking towards you. And he says, "This is the last time that you interfere in our affairs."
I am going to say to him, look, there's another doctor I wasn't afraid of. I'm certainly not afraid of you.
You will be. As he like throws the arm at you. So we're gonna cut over to back at Westchester. You have arrived, and as you knock on the door is opened by a woman with long black hair and kind of South Asian features, and she's wearing a like tight black, red, and white suit. And like a superhero suit, not like a suit. But she says, "Are you the people that Logan said would be coming?"
Yes. Hello, I'm Scheherazade. This is Amista. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Monet, it's wonderful to meet you. Well,
I have a lovely name.
come inside, and we'll see what we can do to find your friend. And she leads you through this mansion, and you can see like there's pictures on the wall of various X teams from over the years. Wolverine is in most of them. But you see all sorts of mutants, some that you've met, some that you haven't. And eventually you're led down to a basement where you come to the big X door, and Monet St. Croix uses a biometric scan to open it up. And she says, "You can come in. You'll just have to be very, very still.
Why?
Because I don't want your brain to melt inside of your head."
Oh, yeah.
That was exciting.
You said this was Zinnia Harlow, is that correct?
That is correct. We are looking for Zinnia.
And you see Monet like puts Cerebro on, and she actually like begins to hover a bit as she uses it, and as she channels her power, you can actually see like she's extending her power out, and in order to like reach her, she has to like exert herself a lot. And you can even say like you can hear her say she's not on Earth.
Okay.
She's not in the solar system. And she's beginning to extend outwards, and you see like almost for a split second it looks like she is beginning to lose control, and you see like for a split second her skin turns like this weird red color, and almost has like this crystalline features to it, and then it kind of like flicks back, and then she like lands, and she says she's on nowhere. How did Doom fling her that far? I thought that was even outside of his capabilities.
Was there anything interesting, like energy-wise or anything, or familiar of when Doom did it? Did it like give off the same vibes as like the Bifrost
I was
energy?
gonna
So
say
I
this
know
feels
that
like Bifrost shit.
Stole it right before he did that.
Exactly. Yeah, it looks like he used the energy that he took out of X-Ploit, that X-Ploit took from his Bifrost machine to do it.
He may or may not have had access to Bifrost energy to perform this feat, but we will get her back.
How will you get there?
Sean, so one of my traits is like connections. It means I feel like I know everybody. I want to like look up at the sky and yell, fuck, what's his name? Heimdall, darling! May we pay a visit, please?
Bit busy at the moment.
I just need a bit of transport. Somebody's stolen a bit of your Bifrost energy. A gentleman by the name of Victor Doom. Are you familiar with him?
A little bit. He's got people here.
Oh, do you require
Do you need help?
He goes, I'm kind of fighting off a whole bunch of his Doombots right now, so this is not a great time to talk.
You know, if you just pop us in there, we can help you with the problem, and then you can help us in return. It's a bit of what's it called, a quid pro quo. Oh, I love that word, so lovely. And we can help you out if you wish.
That sounds cool as hell. Not what I planned, but I love it.
Hell yeah.
So he goes, could use some backup actually. And you see that like on the platform of Cerebro, like Norse runes begin to appear in kind of like this rainbow lighting, and they kind of outline around you. And Monet looks over and says, will you need help?
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, what are you doing? You got any other plans today?
Well, I did, but this seems a bit more pressing.
Then come on in.
This is going to go badly for all of us.
I would be fine.
Start
Scheherazade
cracking
starts pressing
knuckles,
buttons.
stretching.
Hey, what's his name? Fastos is like little shooty things, like kind of form around Scheherazade. Oh, this will be lovely. It's gonna have so much fun. I haven't seen him in forever. I hope he has a beard.
I'm helping a devil and an eternal fight off things from Asgard today.
Oh no, love, you're helping friends. Very different.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Hey kid, listen, if you're scared, you don't have to come with us.
Not scared, more thinking of the implications of this, but well, let's be off then.
Right. Heimdall, please, love.
And all of you begin to be bifrosted up. We cut back to nowhere.
I am losing my mind that we have turned into 3 separate types of comic book, by the way. There are
Sly.
3 completely different adventures happening.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. And so, Forge, like I think we're kind of at the point where we cut into the conversation after you've kind of explained to Forge the whole situation, and says, so Dr. Doom is now able to fling people across galaxies. Is that what I'm getting?
At least once, yeah. I don't know how well he's able to hold that energy, but he seems pretty good at the magic stuff. So probably.
Good, great, fantastic. Love that. Okay.
My bad. I won't contain the energy of the multiverse again. I'm sorry. It's been a day. I didn't mean to.
You
I didn't
are
mean to snap like
cocky
that. I
as hell.
apologize.
No, I like
No, I feel bad. Look, I'm one. Logan is like my mentor in the room. It's just comes with the territory.
Yeah, I know. I've talked to all of his past adopted daughters, and it seems to be like you're right in line with them. So, no offense taken. As he's talking, he's like looking through a computer, and you can see that he's accessing a bunch of files that he has on Dr. Doom's research. He has done a lot of work to kind of gain intelligence on other like high-tech users in throughout the galaxy as his service to Krakoa. You can see that he has a file on Tony Stark. He has a file on Reed Richards. He has a file on other people. And he's looking through his Doom file, and he's actually got information on something called Project Mordred. And as he's digging through it, you can see like the wheels turning in his head. He goes, I know what Doom's trying to do.
Oh, how bad?
If he can fling people across galaxies, then he has access to a lot of temporal space manipulation. That, combined with his ability to reach back through time to bring Morgan Le Fay here, he's trying to pull magic through time. And if he can control time and space manipulation completely, then he can draw all sources of magic to himself at once, which will make gathering the rest of the pieces of the Darkhold scattered, no matter how far away that they're scattered, easy. He doesn't even have to access the ones that exist in this continuity. And at that point, the Darkhold isn't even the limit. He might even be able to find the Infinity Stones.
Ooh, that's all really bad.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And yeah, and I may have also burned a few bridges with the Avengers and Shield as well. We did kind of I did fight Iron Man and drain his suit's energy. So that's
like a rite of passage to be a superhero.
Okay, cool. So like this might be one of those mutants and mages only type of situations. So
okay. Well,
yeah.
First things first, we need to figure out a way to get you back home. And as he's talking, you hear like a big loud crash as you look out the window, and you can see that the Guardian's ship has just like crash landed in the middle of the street. And you can see like through the cockpit that Drax and Star-Lord are both in it, and they both look to be unconscious. And you can see that entering into nowhere appears to be Morgan Le Fay. And she says, sorry about that. Came to tie up a loose end. You were in my way. So I am, you're going to need to give me a second to populate 3 separate combat maps. So
let's go.
Give me 1 second.
That's
absolutely
fine.
wild.
I'm so sorry.
No, this is dope as hell. This is, yeah. I every time I'm like, this is what could happen, and then y'all are like, no, this is better, and I'm like, hell yeah, it is.
Jordan, I did forget to tell you, we did fight we did fight Tony Stark.
Oh,
that was a whole
yeah,
Spider-Man
fuck
was
that
there.
guy.
A whole thing happened.
If Tony Stark has no haters, I'm dead.
Yeah, correct.
Such a cocky little bitch.
So you're there with Forge.
I mean, you aren't wrong.
No, Also,
he is.
Tolly, I'm so glad you know a bunch of Marvel characters because I went, damn, I bet there's somebody we could call. I don't know any of them.
I feel like I'm in third place here. I feel like Dare and Sean know far more about Marvel than I do. I'm
Right, I
just
think
like kind
S
of
tier knowledge is them.
My brain
And then
said,
us-
"Let me grab the most obscure telepath
Look,
that I can
Monet
think of."
Saint Croix, I popped off. I was like, that's the good shit right there.
I really just wanted to see Idris Elba. That's all this really
Yeah.
boils down to is
Makes
I
sense.
just wanted to see Idris Elba.
It's always fascinating which characters have sheets in this book
Yeah.
because I didn't even type in Forge because like there's no way Forge has one. Lo and behold,
Yeah.
of course he has one.
Then there's been a couple where it's just been like, I could just reskin some of these because like a lot of, especially Marvel, like has a lot of power overlap. So like it's fairly easy to do that.
Yeah, I love this system.
Yeah, it's really
It's
fun.
honestly been
it's
a
a
lot
good
of fun.
The only thing I'm confused on is like how does how do you get access to the character builder if you do level up? Because I know we haven't done it, but I was like, if I want to run this, how
Yeah,
does somebody access that? I think it looks like you have to
You
manually
would have to
enter in
manually
stuff.
because I like the system doesn't actually have any like actual mechanisms for leveling up. It kind
Oh.
of just recommends that you like pick a level for the story that you want to play,
Yeah.
because it kind of is ideal for short arcs. And it says you can like increase the level, but it doesn't really have like a these are the amount of experience points you get for whatever. And it also
I know
like,
they're adding something in the X-Men
yeah,
book. They're going to be adding more advancement stuff
that'll be
because that's
interesting.
about like starting as relatively inexperienced and becoming more experienced.
Right. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. In
What
that
that's what I
context.
read. Yeah.
I'll be interested to see what that looks like. But yeah. All right. So yeah, everybody go ahead and roll initiative and let's see how this shakes out.
Okay.
I wonder if it is it gonna do the thing where it okay, no, I can keep one.
Hell yeah.
That's not the correct map. All right, I need to figure out an Asgard map. Hold on.
Here's the thing: you could show us anything and be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, this is Asgard. That's just that like little corner on the edge of the map."
Homie, it might be a blank like grid.
Oh, yeah.
That
Be
might be
like
what I
that
have to do.
sometimes.
Yeah, we're on a
Uh,
cloud.
Oh, I didn't even think to reach out
Duh.
to Sword. I was just like hit with another thing I could have reached out for, which is like Sword. That's X-Men Space Unit,
Right.
at least during the Krakoa era, because the rapid X-Men expansion during Krakoa is wild. It rules.
All
I
right.
haven't read any modern X-Men.
I really, really recommend the Krakoa era
Yeah.
stuff. It's
Oh my
very
gosh, it's so
fun.
good, and especially because it just came to an end because they can't let us have anything good. And so you can start with House of X and kind of go from there.
Yeah, it's a lot
Gotcha.
of like Jonathan Hickman led stuff too, who
Oh
is
my
one
gosh.
of I'd
Oh,
say
he's
one of
Never
the like
misses.
yes,
that
one
man.
of like truly one of the best writers out there in comics.
Yeah.
Love him, Claremont, and surprisingly Whedon's there. I know a lot of people don't love,
No, I yeah.
but I
Like-
love Whedon's run in X-Men.
Mainly
I'm a-
because I'm forever a Scott and Emma fan. But
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a Grant Morrison girly. Like
Oh
Grant
my
Morrison is my
gosh, they're
favorite writer
so
of all
good.
time. Grant Morrison is and has always been my favorite writer. So like I think it makes sense the type of person I am when it comes to comic books.
Yeah.
You need a bitch who loves weird, obscure canon. That's what I'm here for.
And I'm very much about their ethos of I'm not into stories that try and bring superheroes into our world. I want to explore their world. And like that's just like I love that. Doombots, here we go. Brain. Burp.
I love me and you just floating in the void here, Sarah.
But Asgard's just a lot. It's too much for our mortal minds to comprehend.
Yeah.
Neither of you are mortal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
you're talking to
actually-
the two immortals here.
We're
there's a
actually
lot
gonna
of
say
you first.
I love the idea of you guys are portaled in and then you are immediately just free falling. And you were in the skies
Yes.
above Asgard as Heimdall is like flying through the air, fighting off these doom bots that all have like jets and whatnot. And he said, "I told you I was a bit busy. Sorry."
Oh, hello, Heimdall. You look amazing. I love her cheeriness. It makes me laugh.
All right.
It's I really like that we have Sunshine and Grump with each other.
Look, the grumpy run is soft for the sunshine one is my favorite trope of all time.
Yeah, it's like listen, touch Scheherazade, you die. All right, I'm saving this little Sunshine.
I spelled Scheherazade right on the first time this week, and
Good
I
job.
feel so
Wow.
proud. It was not on purpose.
Because I definitely didn't.
Okay,
I'm a big fan of the 1000 Arabian Nights, and I also love Brennan's depiction of her in what was it called, the Dark Grim Storytale one they did. The name escapes me.
I
Say
don't
Never
remember.
After.
I can
But it's
picture it.
very
I know what you're
good.
talking about.
It's very, very good. So
Yeah.
I've just been obsessed with a reason to try to find to play some version of her.
all right.
Never After. That's what it was called.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was very, very good. Some of Brennan's best work.
Scheherazade, what did you get for your initiative?
16.
Hell yeah. And AWOL, what did you get for yours?
I also got 16.
Hell yeah. I'm actually going to do this, it's scene by scene this time, so I'm not jumping back and forth and back and forth. So, AWOL, you got higher than Doc-Ock.
Oh, cool.
X-Ploit, you got a 17?
I had not rolled it because I'd forgotten. I got a 22.
With a
Hell yeah.
fantastic
I got a
success.
fantastic success 22.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So you get an extra
Angel's
turn.
die.
Yes, you do.
Wow.
Angel's digital dice.
Hypervigilance.
Ooh, if you
Jordan and
spend a
Dare.
karma, you could try to get an ultimate fantastic success.
Let me actually look. I'm pretty sure I do get a free edge for initiative because I have situational combat reflexes. Oh no,
So you-
situational awareness. That's it. So I can try for free.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I did
Let's
it.
go!
I did it.
Yes.
Bing
Ultimate
bong!
fantastic
In-
success.
Incredible.
Bing bong!
Love to see it.
Fuck your
You
life.
absolutely love to see it.
Fuck you life!
This game's insane.
I love it here.
So an
Here's
ultimate
fucking luck in
fantastic
this
success on
Look,
shit.
Morgan Le Fay doesn't want to run this back. She's already see what happened once.
Fuck my life.
It's gonna be Ares all over again.
And I hit her with the power of Captain Britain last time. She doesn't want this smoke again.
All right. So we're gonna start with AWOL versus Doc-Ock.
Cool.
AWOL, you are the first to react, facing off with Otto Octavius. What are you doing?
Let me see this map here. So this is Otto.
Mhm.
Where am I?
You are up here.
I'm just zoomed in real close. Sorry, my internet is not great these days. I don't know why. Okay, cool. I would like to. So I get to go first. I'm going to. Can you like move and then do an action and move again?
Sure.
To like. Oh, okay, cool. What I would love to do is like move 2 squares to just like get in line of sight.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit him with I think an elemental burst.
Okay.
No, an elemental blast.
Hell yeah.
Because I can, that's stronger.
All right. And what defense rating is he using for that?
He is going to be using, it is, the character makes a ranged attack against an enemy in line of sight. So it's agility.
Got it.
And I have to spend at least 5. I'm gonna spend 20.
Wild. All right.
And that gets me a +1 for every 2 points, a +1 to damage for every 2 points. So this will do an extra 10 points of damage.
Sounds dope.
And that is a 15 on agility.
That beats his defense of 13.
Cool. For 27 damage.
All right.
And then I would like to like dip back in here where he cannot see me. And can I do something silly?
Of course you can do something silly.
Okay,
What kind of question is that?
wonderful. Because I think this technically is outside of action economy, but I'm just doing it to be annoying to Otto.
Okay.
I would like to turn into Spider-Man.
Neener, neener, neener.
Amazing.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
So
I
funny.
have even worse,
Not
more
the
trolly
psychological
ideas.
element.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you got your memories back. You're like, time to war crime on a psychological level, too.
Yeah. Oh, I have some pretty mean ideas.
He is furious by that, and his two bottom arms like rocket him up into the air using the jump ability, and then one of his other arms like extends out to try and grab you. So that is going to be. I'm going to spend a karma. Not really,
Okay.
but he gets an edge for what's the thing that gives him an edge? It's the combat thing. I thought he had an edge. Okay, so he just misses with that one. So he's going to go with his other arm. That's going to be a 19 for a total of 40 damage. You want to do your
Awesome.
absorption thing?
I'm gonna
Ooh.
use my I mean that's actually great. So I gain 30 focus.
I just realized that because
Oh, this is a really good battle for me.
No, I was well, in general, like you're probably like unstoppable 1v1 because like you get one reaction, and if you only have one opponent, then they have to hit you both times.
And when he hits me, can I narrate that like it like tries to get through the like my like elemental shield, and he's not able to, and I run up the wall and I do a backflip, and I say quippy one-liner.
God damn it.
Jordan.
Yeah, and
I
feel
love you,
like
Jordan.
your suit is basically like siphoning off the like power that is powering his arm, and absorbing that back into where you can use it as repurposes it as energy for the suit.
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna go ahead and cut over to the skies above Asgard. Scheherazade, what are you doing?
I think actually Sarah goes before I do, right?
Yes, I think. Well, what'd you roll for initiative? I rolled a
16.
19. I rolled a 19.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I had you as 15 for some reason. All right, so in that
That's
case,
okay.
yeah, Hellhound, you are gonna go first.
Hell yeah. And all these doom bots. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot hex bolt at this. Oh no, I can click. Let's say I shoot a hex bolt at this one right here. For hex bolt, ego. Is fantastic success.
Wild. All right. So
Hell
does
yeah.
the Hex
Oh.
Bolt have any special effects on a fantastic success?
It does. On a fantastic success, it does double damage and causes the target trouble for 1 round.
Yeah. So you hit one of these Doombots with a Hex Bolt, and it just like completely like powers down, and you can see it like begin to fall, like free fall through the sky.
Hell yeah.
I do like a little like yes, and then I look at the rest of the Doombots and I'm like, who's next?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna say Heimdall is off dealing with 4 other Doombots across the map somewhere else, because I don't want to play D&D with myself. So
That's fair.
Scheherazade, you're up.
Okay. She's going to open up by doing Blink Barrage, to move in between all of them. And she's going to activate her little laser thing. She's gonna make a ranged attack on the one to her left.
Okay.
And does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
And it does 19 damage.
Wild. Let me remember how much. And that's health damage, not focus damage, right?
Yes.
All right. And the Doombots are, 2 of them are going to attack Scheherazade. One of them is going to go after Hellhound. So
And both of them have trouble. All attacks against me have trouble till my next turn.
got you. So it's using Elemental Blast, so it actually gets an edge and a trouble. And what is your agility?
My agility is the 3, or the defense is the 13.
So it misses with a 9. And then the other one is going to do the same thing, also with an edge and a trouble. And it only gets 10. So they're both like shooting like these like repulsor cannons at you, and you're just like bamfing in and out and kind of like flickering, and they're all like whizzing past you. This one flies up and is going to try and like Superman punch on Hellhound. And that is going to be a 14. What's your melee defense?
12, but I'm gonna use blink and teleport away so it don't be hitting me.
Is it an automatic miss, or does it give it trouble?
Character teleports into a clear space. If someone was about to attack them, and they are now out of reach or line of sight, the attack automatically fails. If I'm still within reach or line of sight, the attack has trouble. But I can move up to 4 spaces because we're ranked
kryptonite.
That's the wrong universe. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. One of these days I'm gonna hit one of you motherfuckers. All right, and we cut over to nowhere. Let's see here.
This is so wild. This is so wild.
I'm gonna be real. I'm
Fun.
cooked. I need you to understand. I have 14 focus.
Yeah.
From the last fight, I'm cooked.
I believe in you, baby.
Well,
I just need her
because
to
you had
punch
an
me a
ultimate
lot.
fantastic success on your initiative, you get 2 actions before the proper initiative starts for this section.
Yeah. Okay. So, when all you have is a hammer, the world looks a lot like nails. I'm just gonna one her and done her because all I can do is punch, really, and I am strong.
All right.
I do have a bit of mighty, so I'm just gonna swing on her a few times.
Swing on that bitch.
Truly the most like, that's it. I'm just gonna roll to do both swings just because it's quicker, and
All right.
I truly have no other plan. A 19 and a 17 to hit.
I think both of those will do her. Hold on, but she does have like little fucking defense powers that she can use. So let me see if any of those will help her.
Boo, those are only for us. Boo.
Exactly. How dare
No,
she?
only I can't be hit. Sean, check the rulebook again.
All right. So she does, as you come up, she produces like a magical force field in front of her. So roll your damage because you might be able to destroy it with the first punch.
It's not great. 12 damage for the first punch.
All right, so you punch it and you see like the force field begins to crack, but it's still there.
And 20 damage for the second
And
punch.
then with the second one, you shatter the force field, but she takes no damage.
That's cool. That's fine.
And
yeah, were those the surprise rounds, or
those were both of your surprise. I'm assuming, were those 2 separate actions to make it to, or do you get, okay.
Yes.
So in that case, that was your surprise round. And you're now in her face. And she is then going to.
Did she get higher than a 22 for initiative?
Oh shit, she didn't. So you get your 2 surprise rounds, and then you get your normal action.
That's what I thought.
Insane.
I was like, I did get a 22.
Let's go.
What's your
That's
your
good.
movement speed?
When flying, it is my run speed's 5. Flight is 20.
Okay, so you could have flown over there and it hit her. So,
yeah.
So yeah,
no,
you've got one more punch in you.
All right, let me make an attack roll again. That was a 20 to hit. That was also
God
a
damn,
fantastic.
and that's a fantastic
That was a
success.
fantastic success.
Do you have any special fantastic success stuff?
Not for. I don't think for just a basic punch. Let me double check the cheat sheet.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure
That's wild.
Yeah, I don't think the standard punch, at least not on the cheat sheet, says anything for a fantastic.
Okay.
So yeah, I just swing on her again
Cool.
and chin check her for 28 damage.
All right.
I do think because like when I hit her, I do think I'm not using like the wisecrack move.
Okay.
Wait, well, it actually doesn't cost anything. I'm using the wisecrack move.
Hell yeah.
And I think I'm gonna be like, hey, last time this didn't go well for you, and I don't really think I need the Captain Britain Corps to help. It seems like you are just really easy to punch. Sorry. And yeah, I'm going to make an ego attack on her. And see if it does some focus damage.
All right.
Look, sometimes you just need to. That was 17 to hit for ego.
Okay, so her ego defense is a 19.
I'm feeling a little greedy.
So
Damn
the
it.
default effect of a fantastic success is that it's double damage.
Okay.
Okay. So
I
then
just looked it up in the compendium.
I'll take another.
Okay,
20.
so that
I
was
thought so.
yeah.
Learning rules.
Sorry to be
I'm,
the rules lawyer.
Oh no,
No,
I appreciate you.
We're all.
Hey, it's
gonna
for our
appreciate it.
benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mine
Okay,
too.
I burnt 2 karma to see if I could do an ego attack. Did not hit. But yeah, either way, I'm still taunting her.
Okay.
So that's what's happening on my end. It didn't work, but I'm still just messing with her.
Cool. All right. So she then like puts her hands in front of her and tries to hit you with a bolt of electrical energy. Let me see. She gets an ego check with an edge, and she is also dumping 60 focus into this attack.
Nice.
And she gets an edge on that. So it's a 24 to hit for 59 plus 30 damage. So you are going to take 89 damage.
Okay, now let me make sure.
No, they're not.
Yeah, right. Let me make sure.
Actually, no.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
And that does that count as is that health damage or focus damage?
It is hold on.
I want to make sure. I want to be honest here.
Yeah.
Me too. Damage. Yeah, it just says damage, so it's not focus. It's gonna be health.
Okay, so well, the funny thing is, I'm in fact not going to take that because I'm going to, I'm going to use energy absorption because I get 2 reactions every turn because of combat reflexes. So I'm burning my second reaction to do that.
I forgot you have multiple reactions.
Yeah, that combat awareness. Look, Logan's training did me well. So how much damage was that?
It would have been 89.
Okay, so yeah, I'm adding 79 because it was 10 focus to use that, and I held on to 10 focus just in case.
So, everyone sees like, she does like the Emperor Palpatine on you, and as you like get hit by this lightning, your whole bioluminescent body just begins to glow as you're absorbing all of this magical energy, and you kind of like look up with a grin, with a little bit of extra juice for the fight in you.
People really got to stop trying to hit me.
Yeah. It's such a good ability. It's a ridiculous ability.
What am I gonna do? Not hit you guys or not try to hit you guys?
You just have to have like 10 people hit us at once. You just got to jump us with low level attacks that aren't worth it.
So and then we get a frame of Forge, like drops like a metal suitcase on the ground that begins to like a transformer and unfold into this gigantic gun that is twice the size of Rocket. and Rocket then picks it up. And
Fantastic.
I'm glad they're doing the proton cannon from Marvel too.
yeah, it is 100% the Hyper Viper that Cable has, and is going to try and do an elemental blast on Morgan Le Fay. See here.
I am realizing Rocket didn't. I don't think he told me his name. He just made fun of me for calling him Mr. Raccoon, which feels on brand, actually.
Yeah. And her agility is a 15, which means that he does hit. I think she is. Does she have some kind of energy absorption thing? I feel like she should. I feel like I should also be able to do some of the bullshit y'all are doing. I feel like that would be cool.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Please do some of the bullshit that we're doing. I want to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sean,
beat the
get
shit out of
silly.
this. Yeah.
Kick my ass, Sean.
Please do.
I've been
We're
asking
asking if you
for
can do
it, you
something
know?
silly.
Oh, she
Fine,
does.
humble me.
She does get to use her reaction to use that to do the shield ability again. So she is going to do that and deflect this giant cannon that's coming at her. As Forge is going to move up, and he's got like some buffs, right? That would be cool.
I do have Forge's sheet open as well, just in case you have any questions about anything, or I can like do some backup looking for you.
I appreciate that. But yeah, I think that what he's gonna do is he is going to, like, you see he like takes out this device he's made and he puts it in the ground, and it expands out kind of like the Halo bubble. And he's basically using an elemental sphere to contain this fight so that none of the surrounding civilians get hurt.
Nice.
Very cool.
Good hero
So,
work.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna do a little thing with the circle. Alt, right? Nope. I know how to use Roll20.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Among the best of them.
Imagine a circle, everybody.
Yeah.
Imagine, if you will, a circle.
Hypothetically, assume a circle exists.
Assume, yeah, there you go. All right, so now we are going to go back to AWOL versus Doc-Ock.
Let's go.
Let's do this thing.
All right, what is your next move, not Spider-Man?
So can he see me or can he not?
He can see you. You have you're not sure how, but he has some kind of device that is able to see your invisibility.
No, I mean, because am I behind? I'm trying to like be physically behind something. Would he be able to see me through that?
Well, he's stilting with his top leg, so he can actually see over this thing.
Okay, cool. I would love to jump over this thing, do a sweet gainer,
Hell yeah.
and slide underneath his legs so I'm behind him.
Okay.
Because what I want to do depends on me being able to bully him a little bit. This may not be good guy energy of what I'm doing,
You're
but
a war criminal. It's okay.
You're in the middle
Yeah.
You're very much in your villain arc right now, so that's totally okay.
Okay, cool.
Besides, listen, none of us are watching. Have fun.
So I'm a spy, right?
Right.
What?
There's a good chance that in my work for Latveria, I had to do research on various villains.
Sure.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I turn into Mary Alice Anders.
That's a deep pull.
And I am going to say, Otto, you don't have to do this.
Oh, fuck.
You're a villain. You're a
wait.
monster.
Who is? Sorry, I assume this is like a wife, a partner.
Yeah, it's his wife.
Holy shit,
That's
Jordan!
Wife.
Insane.
Damn. Damn.
Do you have? Is there like a? I'm just gonna have you roll ego unless you have like an ability that does this.
I don't have an ability.
Okay, so go ahead and roll ego. I'm gonna say you have trouble because like he saw you transform. He knows he's fighting you.
Yeah. No,
he's
I'm
not an.
I'm honestly just doing this to mess with him.
Oh, so you're like not even like trying to convince him. You're just trying to provoke him and almost like.
I am trying to like provoke him to get him to like accidentally break shit in here and like bring the room
Okay.
down on top of him.
Cool.
That's like my goal.
Okay, so in that case, just roll ego straight.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my goal is literally just to anger him.
Mission accomplished.
21.
Yeah. Yeah, he just is enraged, and he says, "How dare you!" And you see like one of these claws come across at you. I'm gonna say that he has trouble attacking you because he's like
Cool.
kind of in a blind rage at this point.
Cool. And I'm good with that being my action. I don't really want to blast him. I want to like y'all, that was the nicest one I'm doing.
That was
Oh
that
my
was-
god.
that was devious.
Listen,
Physical
I'm gonna speed through
diabolical
my
damage.
turns.
Heals.
I'm gonna speed through my turns so fast so we can get back to Jordan and whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
that was-
this is.
That was the nice version of what I'm planning on doing.
Good lord.
So his first claw, he gets an 11 because he has trouble. His second one, damn. He gets a 12. Do either of those hit you? What's your agility defense?
Jordan, I believe you.
Oh God,
This is you.
my agility defense. I'm so sorry. I was distracted.
It's okay. Hey, Doc Ock
My
is just like,
agility
I'm
defense
waiting.
is 15.
Yeah, so he like you were able to easily maneuver out of the way as both of these like claws are like coming at you and trying to spear you. Yeah, like at first it seemed like he was trying to like apprehend you. He is now trying to kill you.
Yeah, yeah. That's great. That's honestly perfect. That's exactly what I want.
Great, wonderful, love that. All right. In the skies of Asgard, what is Hellhound doing?
Great. Hellhound. First, because I'm concentrating on Hexbolt, I get to use it. Does not cost an action now to use, since I'm still concentrating. So I'm gonna fire a Hexbolt over at this guy here who tried fucking with me.
Okay.
So we do ego. It's a 21 to hit
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
for 21 damage.
All right.
And then for my action, I'm gonna fly back up here just to really fuck with him, and I'm gonna do a vicious attack and try to just clock him in the face.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Makes a close attack. I'm gonna spend a karma. Does a 13 hit?
Let me see. And this is on his melee, so meets it, beats it.
18 more damage.
All right.
So he sees like the hex bolt fly at him, and
Mhm.
as he's being hit by it, he sees me immediately behind it, just clock him. So it's like pow pow, right back to back.
Hell yeah. He is also going to vicious attack you. Let me see. That is going to be a 13. What is your melee defense?
It's a 12, but I blink away. So I pop, and then I'm back where I was.
God damn it. Love that.
But that is like my reaction stuff. So if somebody else were to come get me.
Right. I think that they have enough problems. These other two have enough problems on their hands with Scheherazade.
Fair.
So one of them is actually going to try and do to basically try and lock down Scheherazade. You see that like this like lightning force field is beginning to form around you. What is your agility defense?
My agility defense.
Not that it
is a
fucking matters because I rolled a 9. God damn it. The other one tries the same thing.
This is the power of friendship.
Here, that's an ultimate fantastic success. I
Damn.
fucking got one, y'all.
Holy shit.
And then with the Waiata.
Yeah.
Yoda.
Let me see. I'm going to
Scheherazade
say
gets hit. Cartoonish steam comes
because
out
it's an
of
ultimate
Hellhound's
fantastic
ears.
success that it cannot be countered. And
I
you-
wasn't going to. I was going to give it
Fair.
to you, but I
So
wasn't
fair.
going to do anything.
Let me see. So you are grabbed, and also
Oh.
the target special effect because it's lightning. Oh, that's a whole different thing. There's a thing on
Grabbed, you
what the different
say?
elements do.
Just yell at the Doombots. She's into it. I think this was a bad idea.
All right.
B.
So you are also stunned for one round as basically.
Oh no!
Yeah, you are being like electrocuted as you are like held in this like these lightning binds. And that let me see is going to make it well, it would have made it Scheherazade's turn, but shit, actually Scheherazade would have gone before the Doombots, so I'll let you take an action and that would happen before what just happened.
Okay, which one didn't attack? Because I want to make sure you get your pin on me. You're stunning your pin. I want
This one
to just
missed.
attack the other. Okay. Then I'm going to turn my back to the one that's going to grab me, so that it's consistent with the narrative. And I'm going to use my little shooty robot rings to fire at this one. Whoops, wrong button.
All right, 14's
does
gonna
a
hit.
14. Okay, and then does 19 damage.
All right. All right, so yeah, you hit this one, and then you begin to feel those binds come around you, so you'll be stunned when the next round comes around. All right, Exploit.
Let me stop!
Exploit, what are you doing?
I think genuinely, I'm going to hold on to my focus for now and kind of just try to hit her again.
All right.
And I think I'm going to just swing, and threaten her with, hey, I've already taken the power of like a god before. I don't think you want to keep doing this. Just because I feel like I've become a little bit cocky about my powers. Jesus. I got a 21 to hit.
You sure did. She is going to bring up her shield, so how much damage do you do?
28.
All right, so you destroy her shield, but deal no damage to her. And go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to wisecrack again. And just keep trying to mess with her on the ego front as I like say that I've taken like the power of a god. Like, what can she do? So let me just see. All right, that was a fantastic success to wisecrack. Let me double check what that does. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it does double focus damage, and she is stunned for one round. So let me that is
Fantastic.
ego damage, right? For
Mhm.
focus. Okay.
Where's
let
the
me-
fantastic at?
I think I I just rolled it. For ego, it's my last recent roll.
On my screen
Um,
says 3 M6.
Yeah, is that a fantastic? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the M is
If
a
it's
fantastic.
Six, if it's 6M6, that is an ultimate fantastic.
Yeah, so it was 3M6, so it's a
Oh, it's three,
fantastic.
so it's just a regular.
Gotcha,
fantastic,
gotcha.
all right.
But yeah, I did 27 focus damage, and then that's doubled, and she's stunned because it was fantastic.
Jesus.
Very
So,
sexy.
yeah, I think what I do is like after I break through a shield, I'm like, I've already broke through your shield. I've hit you with the power of like magic in the multiverse. I can take the power of a god. What can you do to me? And I'm only like 21.
She,
And I just talk cash shit at her for a second.
You can't kill me in a way that matters. I love that.
She goes into the mode of like so angry that she's laughing about it. And she's so like, and I'm gonna flavor her being stunned as she's caught up in monologuing with you.
Mhm.
And she goes, You, you, for all of your power, are still immortal. You may be able to take the power of a god, but I will bend the gods to their knees. And you see, like, a lightning bolt hit the ground behind her. And as it dissipates, you see standing behind her, with eyes glazed over as somebody who is possessed by the evil witch, the god of thunder.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I think before she says that, like just to flavor this of me being a little too confident, I think I just go like literally hitting her with some Gen Z shit of like L plus ratio, cope and seethe. And then she immediately does that.
And then you're like,
and
F in the chat.
yeah, truly, truly the most like I think every time she uses her powers, there's like one little instance of I did it too much every time.
We get a frame that cuts over to Forge and Rocket's like, why is he over there? Why is he behind her? He's supposed to be over here. Why is he over there? He should be over here.
I will say, I thank you for whatever I'm about to do next because you have given a fun little toy.
Listen, I heard your wish. And
I need to know. I need to know.
All right. So now it is going to be Thor's turn. What fun stuff can he do? I imagine a lot. Actually, I don't think he's going to come straight in with Mjolnir. I think that he's going to flex being a thunder god for a little bit. All right. So what is your resilience defense?
Probably not as good as I want it to be. Let me check. Resilience defense is 14.
All right. So he like raises Mjolnir, and you see that like materializing in like the space above you, because you're not even in atmosphere, but his control over the elements as a god is so strong that he materializes a storm. And you hear like this loud crack of thunder, and you are deafened for the next round, as well as Forge and Rocket. So all three of you, I believe what deafen does is it gives you trouble. Let me double check. Yeah, any powers that you're concentrating on end immediately, and also you have trouble on all action checks.
Thank God I wasn't concentrating on anything yet.
Dang it! I was like,
I was just punching Morgan Le Fay because I knew she wasn't like she was pretty physically weak.
Yeah.
So, whew.
All right. Shit. That means that the bubble that Forge had comes down. And so Forge charges up, and he is going to try and hit Thor with something, anything.
I think like in the chaos of all of this, I yell like focus on protecting the civilians, but none of us can hear each other. We're just like I'm just shouting
right
into like the void of it all.
Yeah, and Forge like runs up and he tries to he pulls out like a space gun, and he tries to shoot Thor, who just kind of like casually like moves his head to the side as it whizzes past him. And then Rocket is going to try the same. And Rocket, it looks like, does hit him. He's using focus fire. Let me see. And he's gonna gain an edge, and he is gonna deal 35 damage with the Hyper Viper cannon.
Ow.
Which you see that Thor just kind of eats and seems unfazed by. And that is going to make it AWOL's turn.
Cool. Very cool. Is there a door in this room anywhere?
There can be.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like there's one back here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, like right here, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's a door.
Cool. Cool. I mean, it kind of looks like a door.
Listen, I just pull up maps, and whatever you find on the maps, that's my problem to deal with.
Oh, cool. Or are these windows? I see light.
There's
Jordan,
a whole water
it
slide
does
in
look
here.
like. It does look
okay.
like there's almost like a skylight situation going on. Yeah.
So, question for you.
Let's go.
Who is currently, because I know that this changes a lot, are there any interesting other inmates in the raft right now?
There can be. There definitely can be.
Okay. I don't know who yet, but so here's what I want to do this turn. This is meaner. So he's like looking at me, right?
Right.
Okay. I would like to turn into Mary Octavius,
I
Okay.
knew it. I knew this was coming.
his mom. And I say, this is what you've become. This is who you spend your life becoming, some mere whatever you are in a prison.
God damn it. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and give me that ego roll again.
Okay. That's a 23, and it's a fantastic success.
God damn it, Jordan. You're the bane of my existence. Yeah. I'm gonna say that he is going to have trouble, and he's because it's a fantastic success. He's only gonna get one attack.
And then I want to run out the door. Like I want to fly out I want to, like, in my mind, what I see is me bullying this man as he is running through the raft after me.
Okay, cool.
Very
I'm
Spider-Man
trying-
imagery.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get as close to M.O.D.O.K as I can with a really angry Otto Octavius trailing behind.
Fucking love that. All right, so yeah, you guys are so the map's kind of irrelevant then at this point. Yeah, you guys are like running down a hallway as he's just trying to grab behind you. So he's gonna go ahead and do that roll. Let me see, where is too many goddamn character sheets. Here we go. He gets a 10, which I'm guessing is a miss.
For melee?
Yeah.
10 is exactly my melee defense.
Oh, he's so small.
Did you ever play the PlayStation Spider-Man game where at the end
Yes.
Doc Ock becomes the symbiote and you're
Yes.
like having to run down the hallway as he's coming
I
after
loved
you?
that game.
That's exactly what this is.
Yep, 100%.
All right, yeah, so he reaches out and grabs you. He's going to try and use Crushing Grip. You're initially going to take the 28 damage. But yeah, he's going to use his reaction for Crushing Grip.
Cool. I will actually take that 28.
Okay. So he gets another melee attack, which is going to be a 14 with a fantastic success.
Okay.
And he's also going to pump. He's going to pump 30 focus into it.
Okay. Awesome. I'm just excited to get a huge amount of focus that I can blast on him.
Yep. I'm going to give it to you. And what's your resilience defense, actually?
My resilience defense is 13.
All right, so he still hits you. So it is going to be... oh, no, it's not like a scaling thing. It's just you pump... It's just 5 focus. So you're going to take 80 damage, and you are grabbed.
Okay, cool. I gain 70 focus.
All right.
So I'm up to 200.
That's nuts.
Here's my plan. My plan is to get him to beat the crap out of me so that my focus gets as high as possible, and then unload all of it when I see M.O.D.O.K.
All right.
Even if it kills me, I'm gonna unload every single point
Holy shit.
of focus.
Cool. All right. So now we cut over to Hellhound and Scheherazade.
Hell yeah. Still concentrating on Hex Bolt. Gonna fire off a Hex Bolt. Not on the one fighting me. This is the one that's grabbing Scheherazade, right?
That is correct.
Cool. So Hex Bolt at that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic success.
Amazing.
So it does double damage.
All right. So that's 36 times 2 is 72. Yeah.
72 points of damage.
You wipe this motherfucker.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. You
I
just
love it here.
completely incinerate him as like you see like sparks and debris falling to the ground.
And then for action, did I kill that guy? Oh shit, that guy dead. Then I 2, 3, 4, move up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. I'm gonna shoot Flames of the Faltine out of my hands with 5 more focus, and just shoot fire out of my hands at this dude here.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay, make ego. 15 to hit.
All right, 15
against
is hit.
against agility defense.
Oh, agility defense. I think that's still enough to hit, but let me double check. His agility defense is going to be an 11, so yeah, it does still hit.
So 21 damage to this guy here.
All right. He is like just barely hanging on. You like blew one of his arms off with it.
Scheherazade, I'm coming.
Scheherazade, you are still stunned. So you are unable to. Let me actually just look at the exact rules text on stunned if there's anything that you can do. Any powers you're concentrating on end immediately. You can't take any actions. All actions against you have an edge. And unless otherwise specified, it lasts for 1 round. Which, yeah, we said it's 1 round.
Does that mean I still have my reaction? Or is action
it says you
considered
can't
reaction?
take any actions, so I think that includes all types of actions.
Okay, yeah, movement. Okay, I see now. I didn't know if it meant like actions or
right.
actions, reactions, and movement.
Okay.
Okay, doke. Then I'm just being beautiful and free falling.
Yeah, because your blink defense would have also ended. So they are both going to do elemental blast on you. You see, and I think they're both going to dump 20 focus into it. And they get 2 edges because it initially gives them an edge, but also you are stunned. All right, and that is a fantastic success. For 26 plus 10 times 2 is 20. So 46 damage for the first one. And then the second one is going to be 12 to hit. What's your agility?
My agility's a 13.
All right, so that one does not hit.
I see. I said 46 damage.
Yeah, so it's just the 46.
Okay.
All right. And X-Ploit. What's the move?
Has he summoned Mjolnir yet?
Yeah, he's holding Mjolnir.
Cool. I have a question about the rules as written.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do want to make sure this is a thing I can do. It says the character picks for copy power. The character picks a target within 10 spaces. A target within 10 spaces has and duplicates it. They can now use it if it was always there. And then it's like they use the cost as normal. Under Thor, it specifically lists iconic weapon Mjolnir as a power.
Right.
So what does that mean? I'm willing to make some rolls for this as well. I am genuinely willing because it is a special thing.
So, my thought would be that kind of like you did with Ares' axe, that you would kind of like materialize kind of like a Mjolnir clone
Okay.
that you could replicate the powers with,
Cool.
but it wouldn't be like you wouldn't have his actual
That's what I
Mjolnir.
thought. Okay. I
Mhm.
am okay to do this. I will at some point, if he throws it at me, try to see if I'm worthy because I am curious. I
You've
don't
got to
think the
see if
answer
you
is
you got to
yes.
check, right?
I'm
Like,
90% certain the answer is no, but who can say? It's a time I'm under duress. Um, but
and you're
yeah,
feeling super cocky. So
I am. Look, if there's anyone who Thor's always cocky about
yeah,
it. Um,
it's true.
but yeah, I think mostly to it's a standard action. I think less on the like I'm trying to get in his head, but
Okay.
more of a genuine like let's see let's see if this like snaps him out of it or does anything. I am going to copy that power. I'm
Okay.
going to do that. Um and yeah, I think it is going to look like Mjolnir, but like have a bit more of my bioluminescence like in it. And because I copy my power or his power, that's just my standard action. But I think I just sort of like hold the hammer and like, kind of throw it in the way Thor does. Like, so I assume these are a big deal, right? And just kind of see if I can like goad him a little to see if that like does anything about snapping him out of it. Because I assume he cares a lot about his hammer. I know about the hammer. I exist here.
He he seems to be like too deep in Morgan Le Fay's spell for that to snap him out of it. But do you get any kind of attack with the hammer this round? The same round that you make it?
I assume not. It says it's a standard action for me to
Okay,
use the
to
copy
do the
power.
copy. So yeah,
So like, yeah,
um,
I think I'm just doing that.
you do that, and he says, "You may have the hammer, but dost thou have the might of Thor?"
Only one way to find out. And I think there is a little bit of like that curiosity. I think the
Right.
thing that could define her set of powers is a desire to learn what her limits are.
I
So
love
I
it.
think she is curious.
Love that. That's so cool.
All right. So the only downside is Morgan Le Fay has been left wide open to try and attack you. So she is going to use Flames of the Faultine. What is your agility defense?
Let me double check.
Yeah, why she got all my powers? That's my thing.
My agility defense is 13.
All right. And she gets 21 for a total of 29 damage.
Cool. What have I told you? She doesn't hit me for 29 damage.
Then she probably wouldn't. Hold
Um,
on. What ability are you using to do that?
every time I use it, it is energy absorption.
Okay.
My power, which is a thing I can do on reaction.
Right.
Um, yeah, it's duration's instant. It triggers on reaction, and I have two of those every turn because of combat reflexes.
What is your ego defense?
Bad.
Okay. Is it below a 17?
Yes.
She is actually going to use Dispel spell, and you're going to take 29 damage.
Okay. Nice.
Oh.
Good honor. Yeah, no. What is Dispel spell? Just 'cause I'm curious.
So I've kind of decided that I'm going to have it be a reaction, just so I have something.
No, that's
And
fair.
it seems
I'm
to make
genuinely
sense that
super
way.
okay with that.
But yeah, it's just an ability that you can get. But it is 15 focus for the character to make an ego check against the ego defense of a target using something that requires concentration. It says a magic power actually, so I guess it might not even apply. But then it breaks concentration on it. So
I'm okay with it existing as like like go through the energy absorption thing. I think that's super fine and cool.
yeah, so she is going to use that but that is her reaction, so she can't use her shield thing this turn.
Okay, cool.
As she like begins to envelop you in these flames, you can see that her eyes are also glowing, and she is trying to like dampen and nullify your mutant powers with her dark magic. And Forge is I think that Forge and Rocket are too preoccupied with the fact that there is now a wild Thor on the board, so they're gonna deal with that. Not very well, apparently. Actually, I think that he can attack with Ego for his ranged attacks because he's got all of his gadgets and shit. It seems to make sense. Yeah, so they are going to deal... Cancel. There we go. What is his agility defense? It's only a 13. Alright, so he eats 50 damage. And he is going to charge up with Mjolnir and try and take out these two. There he is. Damn. You see that Thor flies forward, spinning his hammer, and he hits the ground, and an electric burst comes out surrounding him, and Forge and Rocket are both KO'd.
Wild.
You said like they're out. They're
They're
cooked?
out. Yeah.
Oh boy, cool. There are 3 knocked out Guardians in Forge. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. We'll see what the limits are. Oh boy.
Everything's great.
And we're gonna have a great time.
Great time.
Do y'all want to take a 10-minute break?
I'm okay with that.
Sure.
I'll go with that.
This is a good spot. All right. We'll be right back, everybody.
Damn, so many
And
people
we're
died
back.
yesterday.
Oh, don't ignore the man behind the curtain. We're not there yet necessarily. Had to go and on the break very quickly and frantically find a map that has suddenly become necessary. So Ruh-roh. All right. So running down the halls of the Raft. Is AWOL and Doc-Ock. So AWOL, do you want to use your action to just try and get as far? Well, actually, first you're going to need to use your action to try, or you're going to need to use your movement to try and break away from Doc-Ock because he has you grabbed.
So in my persistent desire for shenanigans, I have a shenanigans related question.
Okay.
So about how far away do I think we are from where they're housing M.O.D.O.K?
Well, M.O.D.O.K's not housed here. M.O.D.O.K is part of the team that is breaking out Taskmaster
that's
and
right.
Juggernaut.
Okay.
But you do see that you are being carried down the hall by Doc-Ock, who looks like he's, trying to get ready to chuck you. And you can see at the end of the hall there is like a big, blast door basically, and there is a sign that says holding cells.
Okay, rad. And about how far are we from there?
You're within throwing distance.
Okay, rad. That's actually perfect. What I would love to do is, can I use my movement to burst? So what I want to do is use my flight to twist around to the other side of him.
Okay.
And then
you're going to need to make an agility check to see if you can break free of his claws.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay, cool. I'm pretty good at that. And I get edge on that from Free Runner.
All right.
13.
Hell yeah. And his let me see, what's the break free thing? Because it's like a fixed check that you have to beat. Doc-Ock is up here. Nope, he's down here.
I'm also fine with if I'm still connected. I want us to turn as a group together as we're flying down the hall.
me see. I'm just trying to remember what the escape. All right. It's against his melee defense. Okay, cool. Which is going. What did you roll?
I rolled a 13.
So his melee defense is a 14.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
So you're like kind of like trying to. You're jetting around, but like you're not able to break free of his claw.
Cool.
What do you
Yeah,
want
I'm
to use to do
fine.
for your action?
I'm fine being connected to him. I just want to be like on the other side. Like I want the door, and then him, and then me. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. You're not really gonna have the option like that.
Sure.
But
Then I'm just
Too
gonna.
silly.
We're just both gonna go through. Can I use elemental push to push both of us?
okay.
I'm trying to crash through the door.
Yeah, well, his plan was he was going to try and throw you through the door.
Yeah,
so-
I would like to bring him with me on that.
Okay, cool. So, how does elemental push work?
So it costs 10 focus, which I'm up to 230.
You can. The suit is like going like there's alarms going
Yeah.
off that says overload.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, stop now.
I can only get up to twice my maximum focus, which is 240.
Okay.
Only.
So the character makes an ego attack against the target's agility defense. If the attack succeeds, the character can move the target in any direction up to one space times the character's rank.
Okay. So yeah, if you succeed, you are going to have enough distance to push both of you through the door. You're both
Cool.
going to take damage going through the door.
Yeah, that's fine.
And so go ahead and make an ego attack.
Okay. 21.
Yeah, that's gonna do it, Jordan.
Cool.
I'm sorry. My wife made like little invitations for my birthday party. They're really cute.
Oh.
She like
Very
hand wrote
cute.
them. I have the best wife
Aw.
ever, guys. It's really cool.
Wholesome.
Yeah. But anyway, your impending death. So you are able to successfully. Do you like? So you just like basically like hit like a repulsor blast on the ground that's just
Yeah.
kind of like jettisons both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we get like a loud, like we get a frame that's like a big crash as we see like the door imploding and both of you flying through it. I'm gonna say you are both going to take. Let me actually just have you roll a melee attack or do your melee damage.
Oh, okay. So should it be on that ego attack?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool.
so
Then
it'll
it's
just be-
27 damage.
27. Do you want to absorb that?
Yep.
I figured.
So I'm up to 233
Oh,
or
fantastic.
237.
All right. Those two aren't there. I thought they were going to be there. They're not.
And I would like to, in that moment, also turn into Dare was right, May Parker, and say, what is it with you and disappointing women?
Holy shit. Oh my god.
We gotta kill you after this campaign. He's gotta go.
Player Hater of the Year contest. Kendrick Lamar, CM Punk, AWOL.
Oh my
The
God.
finalists. Yeah, you burst through the door into this holding cell. You can see like this big open floor with tables where the cellmates are allowed out at certain points. You can see there's kind of a panopticon in the middle of the room that
yeah.
looks like it's kind of like reinforced, and you can see walls of like glass holding cells up lining the wall. And you can see that Taskmaster and Juggernaut are in these two. M.O.D.O.K has not let them out yet, but M.O.D.O.K and Leader are both here.
Oh,
Sean,
okay.
could you move us on roll 20 to
Oh,
this map?
yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I saw that it was different on stream and I went, wait, I want to see all the fun stuff.
Yeah. So here's all the fun stuff.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's a great map.
Yeah, you see that at the loud bang, M.O.D.O.K turns around and he says, "Ah, Michael, you've come to join us."
Yep, that's what it is. Although technically I look like May Parker.
Yes, but he knows you're here.
Yeah.
He was expecting you.
And he knows that I'm a bully.
And he knows that May Parker is not scrapping with
Correct.
Doc-Ock.
Correct.
All right. All right, so that was your action. So Doc-Ock and Leader and M.O.D.O.K now all get their actions.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Doc-Ock, here we go. Its melee attack on you is a 17 for 16 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna take that.
All right. M.O.D.O.K kind of begins to hover over, and you can see that, like, out of this purple beam emanating on his forehead, like fires like this beam of energy towards you.
Okay.
Let me see here. I'm guessing a 12 misses.
It does miss. My agility defense is 15.
All right. And Leader comes over, and you can see that he has like some kind of cannon, and it looks like it has like arcane runes in the side of it.
Cool.
And he
Very
is going
cool.
to try and use that on you. Hopefully he sucks less.
I hope he sucks more, if I'm being completely honest. Because things don't look great for old AWOL right now.
No.
Ooh, I have this ability. I have never been able to use it. It's called Wisdom.
Okay.
I can use my ego defense in place of my logic defense.
Amazing.
So my ego defense is 17.
Oh,
So
fuck.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can see that like this basic like tractor beam comes out of this cannon, and like it like grabs onto you, and you can actually see it's almost like the Ghostbusters like proton pack, and you can see like the line like warbling, and he's trying to like absorb the power out of your suit with this cannon, but you are able to like fortify the suit and lock down the power within it, so he's not able to do that. And that is going to let's see here.
that's hype. I've been wanting to use that power for a long time, so I'm glad that that person had a logic attack.
Hell yeah. We're back to our free fall. You guys are rapidly approaching like this golden dome. Out of each side is a rainbow bridge, and you are like free falling above it rapidly towards it.
Since Scheherazade was stunned, is Scheherazade like further down free falling than I am right now?
Probably is, but still close enough to where you can get to her this round if you want.
Okay, great. Then I'm gonna continue what I've been doing. Hex bolt, because I'm concentrating on it. Ego. It's a fantastic success.
Let's go.
I think I've gotten
Oh
3
my
fantastic successes
God.
this combat.
Woke
In a
up
row,
with
I think.
broccoli.
And which power was that? Was that your hex bolt again?
That was my hex bolt again.
Yeah, so you're like, you've gone into like full dive to try and gain speed to catch up to Scheherazade, and you extend one hand and incinerate this Doombot over here.
Hell
on your way
yeah.
down towards her. And there's one Doombot left.
And then with my standard action, I'm gonna use Flames of the Faltine against this last Doombot. That's how they're 18 to hit.
So just so I know, how are you using Hexbolt and Flames of the Feltine? I thought those were both
Hexbolt is concentration. And when you
so yeah, you
do
cast it for 4 and then-
concentration, it doesn't count as an action anymore. You can just do it. I also learned, looking at the rules, you can concentrate on up to the number of your rank. So I
Yeah.
could concentrate on 4 things at the same time.
That's insane.
But
So I
This
feel
is
like
why
the
it gets
Hexbolt
so
is almost
scary.
like it's like Yondu's
Yeah.
arrow, so it's just kind of like whizzing around
yeah.
as you're and taking people out as you're doing other
So
shit.
yeah, Hexbolt is concentration, and then Flames of the Feltine is not.
That's fucking nasty.
Right?
Yeah, this game is ridiculous. You
so
can do
yeah.
ridiculous things.
Hexbolt with one hand, Flames the Faltine with the other, and then I put my arms out to like catch Scheherazade.
Amazing.
Pew pew grab.
Dang.
So 26 damage to this guy.
That was some Emily Axford level bullshit. I love that.
Love it.
That is the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Yeah, so we see like this Hexbolt whiz back around and go straight through the dome of this Doombot and destroy it. And with Flames of the Faltine, you extend your hand and burn this other one, destroying it. And then with your other hand, reach out and kind of like catch Scheherazade, and both of you kind of tumble and slowly, like almost feather fall down and land on the rainbow bridge below you.
Oh,
Okay.
well done. I'm fine now. Thank you so much, Celestia.
Hey, you know what? Fun. I miss taking on a number of guys at once. I like the danger.
Yes, we both contributed and like hit you like like the
Hey, we all have our strengths, and I do it back at Scheherazade.
Oh, I love this back and forth. It was very fun. We should do it more often.
I'd be honored. Hey, where's your friend?
Hello.
You see that you look up and you can see on top of the dome that Heimdall is like all but unconscious, and he is being gripped by the collar by a dark elf with long white hair.
Would we recognize Dark Elf at all, or like know where they're like from or anything?
Both of you have a lot of knowledge of gods, myths, and legends.
Mhm.
You can immediately recognize the leader of the Dark Elves, Malekith, when you see him.
Release him, please.
And he looks over with a smile and says, "As you wish." And he like lets go, and you see Heimdall's like limp body falls to the ground.
Can I have a summon portal. As how far is Heimdall have to fall to the ground?
Like he would land safely. He's just
Okay,
unconscious.
great. I was like, if this is on like the edge of a building and we're dropping him like 2
It's
stories,
not a,
I would.
it's not a very poor choice of words situation.
Exactly. Great. Because I was gonna be
I'm
like,
glad
great,
you
I'll open a
also thought
portal to
about that.
catch
Yeah.
him, but making sure.
All right. And he drops him and looks over at you and says, "You've been causing quite the problem for us lately."
That's what everyone keeps saying. Join the
That seemed to be
join
a
the
theme.
crowd.
You know, I meant to rule over this realm as well as the other 9.
Again, that's what everyone keeps saying. Join the list.
You don't have to do this. You could be a powerful ally if you join us.
I have no need for power. I have need of order. You have broken several treaties being here.
Order is what we will bring. Myself to Asgard, Doom to Midgard, Morgan Le Fay to Niflheim.
It looks like all you've sought so far is chaos.
In order to bring about order, you must destroy the chaos in your path.
Malachi, recently I have learned that perhaps words are not always the best choice here. And that I am asking, pleading, begging with you to not let violence be how we end this conflict. You are a king. Do you not think? Will you not think of your people? Will you not think of what happened last time you went against the Asgardians?
The Asgardians have done nothing but wrought chaos on the other 9 realms, thinking themselves superior to the giants, to the dark elves, to the Valar.
Sean, I'm in fear of mixing up my actual Norse mythology and what
Right.
Marvel's version of the mythology is. Are the Asgardians like an oppressive force in the 9 realms?
Like, I feel like they have been in the past, and it's kind of one of those things of like, they've I guess with Thor, because at one point Thor was ruling Asgard, and at one point Loki was, and like several different people have. So they're probably like, and so probably in the past when Odin was in charge, kind of was, but not necessarily currently.
You are speaking on things that have happened. We live now here in the future, in the present. Can we not move past this? Can we not be better? Can we not strive to be that which we claim to be, which is a king?
Uh, as to not do the we're not so different, you and I, sympathetic villain thing, it becomes very clear that Malekith is not interested in kind of making any kind of deal or treaty, and that he, despite all of his hubris, is strictly seeking power over this domain. And he, let me see, he says, I am done being told what is right and what is wrong by other Eternals and other immortals who have not walked my path, who have not seen the things that I have seen, who do not respect what I am capable of. This realm will be mine. And he does away with words and begins to conjure dark energy, and he says, "Step aside or be dealt with."
Are we in the visual in my head? Is this like where where Heimdall puts the sword
Yeah.
and the thing and
Yeah, that's
does it?
exactly what this
Do I have
is.
the ability to blink and send him somewhere else? Can I blink, grab the sword, and pop it in and be like, away with you, and send him to hell?
Yeah, go deal with my dad. I don't have time for this shit.
I wanna, yeah. So the thing is, fuck you, Tali. So what we're gonna do is, I feel like you've never done that before, but also you deal in portals and you are an Eternal, so you might be able to figure it out. So I'm gonna say you can use. So you would use your move action to like basically portal to get there, right?
My plan was to teleport it to me, open a small portal underneath it, have it land in my hand, and pop it right into the thing.
All right. So I am going to say that you can make a logic check to see if you can, like, because it's not a matter of just like, it's not like a button that you press with the sword. It's also like he is concentrating magical energy and whatnot. So I'm going to say that you can make a logic check to see if you can figure. Well, I guess it would be ego because it is, using magic, and so you can use an ego check to see if you can tap into the magical forces that Heimdall uses in order to operate the Bifrost.
Can I make an argument for a logic check instead so that I can use font of information on it?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because you've read about Asgard and whatnot, and so you might have read about how this works.
Okay. Let's click on you. And then I got an edge on it. A 16?
I love the idea of Scheherazade, who has always been the person to like try and talk and to avoid conflicts and whatnot, getting Malekith talking and using that window to get him monologuing, distract him enough to where you portal in and you do that, and he begins to say, "These realms will be mine. Move aside, or be dealt with." And then, Hellhound, you notice that Scheherazade is no longer next to you, and you start to see like rainbow energy enveloping Malekith, and he says, "What?" And is just completely disappears. And then we see the frame of you looking down, and then the next frame is Scheherazade standing in the middle of the Bifrost with a sword.
Can I do a witty one-liner again
Of course.
as he gets to quote my ward F in the chat.
God damn it. All right. And Malekith is goes to hell.
Literally.
Yeah. And you could see that, like, looking past the Bifrost into the actual city of Asgard, that there was like a battle of like dark elves and Asgardians happening. But as like the energy from the Bifrost like ripples out as it is used, we see that the fighting stops for a moment, and they like look over, the elves and the Asgardians look over at what has happened, and the elves see that their leader is no longer there, and they see that Scheherazade and Hellhound are standing there, and without a leader, not knowing what to do at all. Some of them continue to fight. Some of them begin to like run and just try and escape, and basically just like chaos erupts. But
Can I use another thing?
Yeah.
I have a trait called presence, which
Okay.
allows me to command the attention of everybody that is within like shouting distance of my voice. And I think Scheherazade, disappointed that like we keep falling into violence, will just kind of, with like a commanding voice, just kind of boom, enough.
And yeah, everyone like stops, and then there's one guy who like like punches a guy, but then everyone stops.
Do you not see the chaos you are causing? The blood that is being spilt, not only of your enemies, but of your friends, your colleagues, your family. Would you give up everything that you are to fulfill the wants of a madman? King or no king? Go home.
I'm realizing that I forgot to mention, and I'll let you do something about this because I forgot to mention it because there's so much shit going on, so I apologize.
Yeah.
Oh no, what's happening?
Malekith had the pieces of the Darkhold that you
well,
so
quick, call up my brother. Hey,
you would have noticed that when he was conjuring magic. So would you have had a moment to do something about that before teleporting him to hell? Well, actually,
I think so.
Or unless you want to send him to hell and then deal with getting those later somehow.
We have 2 sessions. Let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Hell yeah.
Get rid of this motherfucker and get.
We'll go to hell next session. I love that.
Hell yeah. What's up, Dad?
All right. Yeah, no, there's lots of juice we can play with there, so I'm super down for that. I can't wait to see what the maps are going to look like. All right. So we're going to bounce over to Nowhere. And I guess, Hellhound, you didn't really get a chance to do anything. But is there anything that you would want to do in this situation?
No, I think I'm just there to back up Scheherazade. Listen, Hellhound's not the talker, so she's just there to back up what Scheherazade's saying. And when she's like, everybody go home, and people are like staying around, she's just like mean mugging everyone. Of like, she fucking means it.
Love that. All right. Back to Nowhere. X-Ploit, you are locked in with Morgan Le Fay.
My baby.
Yeah, okay. So Morgan Le Fay is there. Thor's there. I'm fighting for my life.
Mm-hmm.
The Guardians are out. I think there's been a good amount of confidence for Zinnia like recently,
Mm-hmm.
as she has continued to like see her upper limit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that has given way to like the normal amount of insecurity that is been like common with her. And she just like starts sort of crumbling a little. She's like, okay, one thing at a time, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. And like she throws the hammer at Morgan Le Fay. That is her like thing that she is planning. Um, would it be agility or melee to throw it? Because I would.
Typically, if it's a ranged attack, then it's going to be agility. If it's a close combat attack, it's going to be melee.
Okay, then I think she might actually like swing it at her.
Okay.
Just because she knows that is like her strong suit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do what I can.
That's a
with
fantastic
this.
success. Jesus
That's
Christ.
so funny. Let me double check if there's like what an iconic weapon's fantastic success is, or if it's just double damage. Um, but because they're gosh, I'm back at I'm at million tab hell as well right now. So there, let me just make sure. Yeah, no. So it's just like it does. It'll just do extra damage or double damage. So cool. Let me make that damage roll. I technically have one more die right now because it's Thor's hammer and iconic weapons give you one more.
Okay.
So that damage it's actually 5 times 5 plus 4.
Right.
So that is 29 damage instead of 29 damage before I've doubled it.
Damn. So double that is 58.
As I just sort of go like, all right, one thing at a time. And like, I think it crackles a little with that bioluminescent like electricity that I have had.
Mm-hmm.
And I like go for like a big just center of mass swing.
Damn. Yeah, and you hit her dead center mass, and you can kind of see like lightning kind of coming out from from your version of Mjolnir, and it kind of has like that same bioluminescent glow as it kind of like envelops her completely, and then it explodes, sending her unconscious, flying through a building behind you, and she is KO'd. And as that happens, her concentration on Thor breaks, and he kind of like shakes his head.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he looks down at Forge and Rocket in front of him, and he says, "Curse this foul witchery!" And he like flies off to go after Morgan Le Fay.
Wait, I think like as he tries to fly, I'm like, wait, hold on, like, and tries to like yell him down.
Okay, yeah, you've like put your hands, you like put your hand on his massive chest, standing in front of you.
Hey, big guy. Hi. Zinnia, X-Men. Let me explain what's just happened. Morgan Le Fay, she's knocked out, by the way. She's fine. She's fine. Dealt with. And like,
Impressive.
it's fine. It's the second time I fought her. And I just try to like, I think it's just the like I catch him up on everything that has happened. Like. I do mention like I also got in a fight with Tony. I'm sorry, but magic things bigger than mortal comprehension. You get it.
Tony's
and like
mouth tends to be too big sometimes.
yeah. So now I'm stuck in nowhere. The Guardians are knocked out, and I like gesture. I think I both gesture start picking up like Rocket, Forge. I kind of like make a little like to Star-Lord and Drax as well, because I know they sort of crashed in here with everything.
You see that rushing to the scene are Groot and Gamora, having just arrived, and you see Groot reaches out and like these branches kind of extend from his arm and scoop up Rocket from your hands, and he kind of holds him. He says, "I'm Groot," and tries to take Rocket to somewhere that he can mend him. Gamora looks at you and says, "Zinnia, right?"
I think, like, once again, taken back by anyone knowing who she is. Yeah. How do you know that?
A friend called me. You're trying to get back to Earth, so we should probably get on that. I think we have ways to get you back fairly quickly.
Yeah. Is everyone here going to be okay?
Well,
I
seeing as you knocked out a witch, that's pretty impressive, by the way. And we have the big guy over here, and she like points to Thor. I think that we're gonna be okay.
okay. I just wanted to make sure. A lot happened. Um, did nowhere get banged up in the everything of that fight? I assume it had to have
A
gotten
little
a little
bit, yeah.
bit.
There's a little bit of property damage, but nothing like structure. Nothing that like compromises the structural integrity.
Okay.
Besides the fact that there's a giant ship downed in the middle of the place.
Okay. No, that just feels like nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, if that's everything here, sure, that's cool. Um, I like immediately kind of letting it all settle that things are okay. I kind of look at Thor, I'm like, can I ask a question?
Yes. I
I like
suppose.
gesture to my hammer. Like this one's just a thing I can do because I can like copy powers. Can I try? You probably get this a lot, but can I like try to lift it?
Like before you even finish the sentence, he knows it's coming, and he just like shrugs and he drops the hammer on the ground and just boonk, and like there's a loud thud. You are going to need to make an ego check. You're gonna need to get an ultimate fantastic success in order to pick it up.
Oh,
That's
oh, come
that's
on.
okay. Before I do it, because I am a little cheater. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter for the ultimate fantastic. Uh, like it does not matter. I realize. So I'm just gonna do it with my own ego stat.
Okay.
Let's see how that goes.
Come on.
Am I feeling lucky? That was okay. Okay.
How much karma do you have left?
I have two.
And how bad do you want this?
I want to try. Damn it. Okay. I already legally failed.
Uh,
Um,
yeah. So you grab
Damn.
it, and yeah, it doesn't even budge. And you tried a couple times, and you're not able to lift it. Thor puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "It is not a matter of mere strength, friend, and we have seen that you have exhibited that already. Do
yeah,
not be
no.
dismayed."
Honestly, it's probably for the best. I didn't feel like I really had it in me. But it was worth, it was fun. I wanted to see. I can settle for like the copy does just fine.
He smiles and says, "We all have a place here. There are different types of being worthy."
Thanks. Um, just I think I like sort of take a minute once again of like, okay, so what's the way to Earth? Uh, last time I knew we were running away from Shield, and I knew the Raft had some stuff going on.
You see that as you're asking, a portal begins to open. One that kind of looks like the types of portals that Doctor Strange and Wong are able to open. And walking through it, you see Clea walks out of it. And next to her is Gamora's friend, Angela.
Ah,
And they Angela says, "It's time to get you home."
uh, oh hi, you're Hellhounds. Thanks for the ride.
She like blushes, and Clea's head slowly turns. Um, and Gamora's eyes get really big, and it's very Scott Pilgrim. We get shots of like everybody. As you're suddenly realizing, I've said too much. I've said too much.
That could have meant anything.
Yeah.
History will say they're homies.
Which could mean nothing.
Which exactly.
So
Um, yeah, I think can hi did Clea introduce herself?
yes.
Hi, Miss Clea. Can you teleport me as close to the raft as possible? Uh, I I can't super land in most of New York, because I assume uh Tony Stark is probably looking real hard for me.
Hell yeah. And she says, that was actually our next stop. You and Angela need to reel your friend in, it seems.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm ready to go. Uh, and like I think at this point my healing factor's kicked in because I do have a slight healing factor. So like the damage I've taken is good.
Perfect.
And I just say like I think I look to Gamora. Like I super upset I didn't get a chance to check out the museum. I at some point love to come back and like thank everyone for their help. But I gotta save reality or help save reality. But take care and like she's very unsure of what to do with her hands. Uh, and she sort of steps in the portal.
All right. So we're gonna cut over to the raft. I'm gonna give Jordan. I'm gonna give this current combat 2 rounds before anybody else drops in.
Yeah.
So because I know you've been sitting there for a minute, so I want to give you some time to play. We're gonna go back to that, and I think that AWOL you actually are above all of them in the initiative.
Cool. I just have to measure something real quick.
Oh
Dope.
boy.
This is gonna be great.
Let's go.
Can't
Let's go.
wait.
Let's go.
Okay,
How big
that's
can the
good.
explosion be this time?
Um, just a little too far away.
Gosh darn.
I can get 2 of them or 3 of them. Yeah, they're within 3 of me. Okay, so I have leader M.O.D.O.K and Otto
Mm-hmm.
in front of me.
Correct.
Can I do something that is not necessarily the rules, but is cool? It like won't do like it's just for flavor.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah, go for it.
so I start to charge up my supernova.
Okay.
And like it's this like humming as the like light begins to grow, and the illusion starts flashing like between like everyone in the room's rivals, right? So like I turn into like Captain America, I turn into Charles Xavier, like I turn into all of these different people. I turn into Spider-Man, and right before I explode with my supernova, I say, don't you know who I am? I'm Michael Donovan, bitch. And I spend 226 focus on my supernova attack.
And then the credits start rolling.
What the
So let's see what that does.
fuck do I even do with that?
Every criminal in here is about to drown. This thing's done.
Okay. So, I'm gonna
Oh
use
my
karma.
god.
I'm gonna use karma to reroll that, and I'm gonna use karma to reroll that. 18.
That scared the
It's
shit out of me.
27 plus 226 divided by 2
113.
plus 56 or plus 57 damage. So it is 84 damage to everyone. Well, to these 3.
All right. So M.O.D.O.K is going to use his reaction,
Okay.
and he is going to try and create a telekinetic sphere.
Okay.
Character envelops themselves and chosen people within up to 5 spaces times their rank in a protective telekinetic sphere. So character makes a logic check and compares it with the agility defense of unwanted characters. Everybody in this character are going to be wanted. Attacks on the sphere are against the character's logic defense, which you definitely beat with your supernova. Attacks are absorbed as if made against the character's telekinetic protection power. And the sphere continues. If it does more damage than their protection power can sustain, it destroys the sphere, but no one inside is harmed. So his telekinetic protection power.
Does he have to make a roll for that?
Yeah.
To see if it goes off? Okay, cool.
Well, he doesn't have to make a roll to make it, or to create it. Only unless somebody inside it was unwilling. But
okay.
Is. So
am I inside of it? Technically?
Hold on, let me see if he can make us. He might just be able to protect himself and leader.
Okay.
Doc-Ock might be cooked. We'll see.
Cool.
Makes sense. Doc-Ock's, he's had a long day.
Yeah, he's already gotten a bit. Yeah, so it can only protect against 20 points of this. So
cool.
It's definitely going to be destroyed, but they won't take any damage. So let's see who he can protect without putting you inside of it. Yeah, sorry, Doc. It's not happening. So
cool.
Yeah, it's like a Kira opening. Just fucking this power going off, and we see Doc-Ock like Kaiba getting hit by Exodia, all of the light coming, and he's toast. But the leader and M.O.D.O.K are unscathed.
Okay.
And M.O.D.O.K begins to laugh, and he says, "All of that's for nothing. You are such a fool."
Maybe.
And he is going to try and attack you with his telekinetic. Let's see. No, just elemental. Or wait, what's telekinetic attack do? That looks fun. Logic attack against your melee defense.
Ooh, that's bad for me. Yeah, that hits.
All right, it is not a fantastic success, so it's just regular damage. So yeah, you feel yourself like telekinetically lifted up off the ground, and he like slams you into the ground for 19 damage.
Cool.
And then leader is going to try his his little gun thing again. How much focus do you have left?
11.
All right. He is going to try and siphon off the last of it.
Yeah, I might be in real big trouble.
Oh yeah,
Michael,
if
no!
you go to 0 focus, then that's also
You're broken.
Right.
You can still do stuff, but you have trouble on everything.
I feel like in your situation, it's just like your suit doesn't work anymore, and you're just a guy.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
He's our guy.
Michael.
All right.
I'm loving this right now. This is so great.
All right.
Oh, Michael.
And that's a logic?
Yeah.
Okay, so he rolled a 21.
Yep.
I'm going to give him trouble and make him re-roll that 6. Using my karma.
Got a 17.
It just meets it.
All right, so you take 23 focus damage.
Okay, so that brings me to 0.
So yeah, you're slammed on the ground, and as you're like trying to get up, you see that leader is like walking over to you, and he is like siphoning off the last of your suit's power. And you hear it goes, "Battery low, and like your suit completely depowers and like almost locks up, and you like are like having a hard time even moving your joints. And leader smiles and he says, "Only human." And we are.
This is so sick.
You still have
hyped
another
right
turn, right? Where you have to get jumped slightly more.
I was gonna give Jordan another turn before anybody showed up. Jordan, is there anything you want to try and do?
Yeah.
All right.
I have my gun.
He's just gonna pull out the blicky on him.
I think I'm standing.
Michael walks him down Donovan and
I
swings.
think I'm standing, or I'm like lying on the ground, and I just reach down and I grab my ankle holster gun and I shoot at M.O.D.O.K.
I forgot
Jordan,
it was
that
an
is the-
ankle holster.
That is the funniest thing you have ever seen.
Do you know in the Dark Knight, there's that one guy who's like, "You and your friends are dead." It's
Yeah.
the same energy.
Yeah. When did you learn to count? Oh my god. Jordan, do you know how much Nerdy is gonna lose her shit when she sees that you did gun? Like,
Yeah. I use the power gun.
yeah. All right. That's an agility against.
Okay, I have trouble on it because
Right.
I'm broken.
Who are you trying to shoot?
M.O.D.O.K.
All right.
That's that's all that he cares about
Right.
is revenge on M.O.D.O.K.
Hold on. There is actually, believe it or not, gun.
I'm assuming it's an agility, right?
It is an agility, but there's
Okay.
a thing where, like, if you're using a weapon, you get some kind of bonus,
Like a
even if it's just a normal
+1, I
weapon.
believe.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Hell
pistol
yeah.
is going to be a +1 to your damage multiplier.
Cool. I rolled a 14 on the attack.
All right. So it's actually 4 times 5 is 20 plus 5. So that's a 25.
Cool.
So yeah, you shoot him like in like the metal like frame, and you can see like steam starts to come out of it, and he's like, "Oh God!" But he
And I'm just like still on the ground, just like totally wiped. I think I'm even lucky to be able to like lift my wrist enough
yeah.
to shoot.
Mm-hmm. You're just like what is it, the Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan when the tank's going
Yeah.
near him and he's just
Yeah.
got the pistol. Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, he's just enraged by your persistence, and is going to try and just fucking crush you.
Cool.
So
Gang, I might die.
No,
That's not. I'm not letting it happen.
I have 26 health and no karma left.
You'll probably lose consciousness. You won't die. We won't
Yeah.
let that happen.
he's going to spend 60 focus on an elemental blast.
You might die.
Jesus
You-
Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think you might die. All right, everybody start prepping your funeral speeches.
I knew him for 3 days,
Ooh.
and I found out he was a war criminal.
My agility defense is 15.
He makes it with an edge, and he re-rolled and got another 1.
That's M.O.D.O.K. for you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, so leader is going to.
You can't even get me and I'm on the ground.
Oh, and when I catch you, Sean.
Why ya yoda?
Deal. So leader like approaches you, and you can see like his head start to vibrate, and you begin to like. You fly up, and you are just like kind of like Gandalf being thrown around Isengard, and you're like
Yeah.
pinned against the wall, and you can feel like the force of his telekinetic energy pressing you against the wall. You take 23 damage.
I'm at 3.
Oh
Me
God!
and
I didn't
Coach.
even let these two out. Oh God!
Come
And-
on.
And you can see them approaching, and they say, "It will be a pleasure to rip you limb from limb." And then you begin to see a portal open behind both of them, and you see Angela and X-Ploit fly out of it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a universe in which this portal is able to be a little bit of a what's the word? A little bit of a fastball special?
Hell yeah. Yeah, Clea's definitely going to fastball you.
Yeah. In my heart of hearts, I would like to be like directly above M.O.D.O.K.
Okay.
And just like kind of Goomba stomp down, like just like try to just stomp him into the ground on entrance.
Goomba Stomp on M.O.D.O.K is such a good visual.
It's really
It
good.
feels
Okay.
right for him.
Correct.
It
really
feels
Up in
does.
the
It
air.
feels correct. Yes. So
It
go
really
ahead.
does.
Let's go.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me see what I got.
Fantastic success.
Jesus. Why does that keep
Which
happening
means
to
it
me?
doubles and then doubles again because
my
you got
God.
fastballed.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
gotta be enough to take him out.
Yeah, because that's
Shut that bitch
That's
up.
112. That's 112 damage.
Get his ass.
non-lethal.
You grazed just the side.
I really wanted an ultimate fantastic success on my attack.
X-Ploit, how do you want to do this?
I think it is
Nice.
like I said, I think it is the clear like open portals, and it is the most like, all right, I've done this once, and it's like from the top of the probably from above the raft actually. I'm like, I've done this before. Just like open it up high enough above the raft, and I just kind of like fly in at full speed. And it's just the like charging like full body weight plus speed into M.O.D.O.K, and just slam him and careening into the ground. I don't know if he like goes through the raft itself.
So like this portal doesn't even like actually open in the room. It opens above the raft, and you do
Yes.
the Matthew Patel entrance as
Yes,
like
truly.
there's a loud bang in the ceiling as it opens up with you just like rocketing downwards, and we get like the long frame that extends the entire side of the page,
Yes.
and we see you hit M.O.D.O.K and you go
And
through
it's like
the
in
floor.
luge position as well. So like it's like up
Luge-
and dropping
It's feet
at like
first.
full speed. Yes.
You go through the floor. You go through the next floor below it. We get another panel of Thunderbolt Ross in the control room, and hearing all the bangs. And he looks around. And he's like, "Don't worry, guys. This building was built to withstand the Hulk." And then we see you smash through, and M.O.D.O.K is just crushed into a computer console.
God damn it! I wanted to do that.
Michael, I hope
like-
that's what you say with only 3 hit
yeah,
points.
yeah, yeah,
and you're just like slammed against a wall, right? Like
yeah.
I just sort of go, okay. Seems like you've had a time. I don't know because like copy powers seems like it's location based.
Mhm.
I don't think I have Mjolnir anymore.
And well, also you're not in the room with AWOL. You're 3 levels below AWOL
Yes,
now.
I'm
at
3
this
levels
point.
below. That's so funny. Yeah, I think I just look at M.O.D.O.K. I'm like, ugh, oh boy, there's a lot to unpack with everything about the biology there. And like I make sure he's not buried underneath anything because like I assume the structural integrity is very compromised.
Yeah, you are. Holy shit, Jesus Christ. Angela got a fantastic success on her attack, so she also one-shots leader.
Fucking wipe the floor.
That's insane.
Send Amanda
Like,
out.
this
We're
total-
pulverizing everyone.
This isn't even
Let's
me
go,
just trying to
lesbians.
wrap it up because we're almost at time. Like
Yeah.
I'm rolling open. That's insane. So yeah,
And I
Angela.
just slide to the ground.
Angela also flies in, and she like with the flat end of her sword baseball bats leader across the head, and we get like him flying through one of the cells, and it shattering. She lands and then walks over to AWOL and says, "Are you okay, friend?"
Yeah, never better.
Somehow I doubt that.
You know, I'm glad to see you.
Well, we should get you on the mend. And I feel like at this point, X-Ploit is climbing up through the hole in the floor.
Oh, I mean, I can fly. I think I'm flying.
Flying up
just
through
like,
the hole in the floor, yeah.
I think I'm also carrying M.O.D.O.K like by almost like the equivalent of whatever the scruff is for M.O.D.O.K.
Yeah.
Like
the back
just-
of the suit, and there's just like
Yes.
little limbs dangling.
Exactly. Of like because like I said, I know I compromised some stuff on the way down. I
Yeah.
do not want this man to die.
Right.
Because I can't deal with that on my own conscience and soul. So like I think go to the floor where I eventually see them and like almost kind of like chuck him aside a little bit. Yeah. So glad you're okay. Did you get the Darkhold? Because there's Darkhold pieces here. And also we should probably tell someone that it's probably going to sink very soon.
You can see that Angela is picking up the cannon that the leader dropped, and she like opens a panel on the side of it and pulls the pages out of it.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I think I like not like fireman's carry AWOL. And I did see Thunderbolt Ross, right?
Yeah.
Not helping my reputation at all.
Nope.
I'm going to fly back up with like up to where Thunderbolt Ross was. Uh, and I'm going to like, have a quick face to face where I'm like, hey, just so you know, we're doing things to help save all of reality. You don't have to agree with it. Shield already isn't a fan of me. You should tell the Avengers. Tell Tony. He knows me. Uh, Tell Tony that the raft is going to be sinking, so you really should worry about saving it. And I would help, but you don't want me here. And I just like start. I think I just try to fly out.
You say all that. There's a very like long speech bubble that takes up the whole window of you standing in front of Thunderbolt Ross, and you fly
I'm
out.
flying above him,
Oh.
like I am looking down on him on a literal sense.
Oh yeah. So we get that great shot of like you looking down and like the vantage point of him down here with this big speech bubble of your whole thing, and then you fly back up, and then we just see like a frame of Thunderbolt Ross, and he goes, "Who the hell was that?"
That's so funny.
um, and yeah. So what next, y'all? I feel like we should cut over to Scheherazade and Hellhound, who are still in Asgard.
I think we're getting Heimdall to his feet because the original purpose
Yeah, we
we
gotta get
came here
Heimdall
for
up.
was to find our ward and possibly now find Michael.
Okay. So Heimdall kind of slowly starts to get up to his feet, and he says, "Thank you for the assist."
Of course.
Happy to help.
Time is of the essence, Heimdall. Sorry to immediately cash in on the favor, but we are looking for my ward. If you would be so kind as to use your eyes and your powers to direct us in the right direction.
Of course. He like kind of like limps over to the sword, and he like takes a hold of it, and you can see his eyes glow like this golden color as his vision extends across the 9 realms, and he says, "Your ward has found your other friend. They are on the raft. They are there with Angela."
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Okay, we should go. Yes.
We should. Do you? I turned to Heimdall. Like you could take care of all this. You could here.
Just go.
Okay.
It's always lovely to see you, Heimdall. I hope you are well. Do you have a cellular phone? I have one now as well.
Oh no.
You should add me. I believe there's a function where you can add me to your contacts list. I have a book. Pulls out a little black book so she can write.
Heimdall goes, "Yes, Foster's been showing me this thing, Snapchat." So,
who is
Yes.
camera?
yes, kind of like I believe. I don't fully understand it. I think that people are using it for it. I think that she said on the DL. I'm not sure what it means.
Oh, I'll write that down on the
Huh.
DL. I love that.
Okay. We'll get the kid to explain it to us.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, you
Heimdall-
best be on your way.
Thanks again.
And he actually portals you guys there. And so AWOL and X-Ploit, you all see like a rainbow Norse rune appearing in the middle of the raft. And you see Scheherazade and Hellhound appear.
Yeah, I'm holding the very tired the Michael. And Angela is here, and I'm just like, I think we got the Darkhold pieces. We broke the raft. I just got here myself. I fought Morgan Le Fay, and
What?
yeah, Thor was there, and he was brainwashed. I met the Guardians. There's a tree guy. Seemed cool. Didn't get a chance to really talk to the tree.
I think Scheherazade like interrupts you and just like teleports and immediately just like hugs you and just kind of like starts like kissing you. I'm so glad you're okay.
I I like kind of take a second to take in like the kindness. Yeah, I think didn't. I fared better than some. I'm okay. I really appreciate you being worried. Um, thankfully everyone up in nowhere was really nice. Um, Miss Clea helped me get back here. I don't know if I assume that's someone you know. You know everyone.
Yeah, yes, I do. I'm glad you're okay.
Hellhound's looking around, seeing that
She.
X-Ploit mentioned. Oh, you go.
Sorry. Well, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say, hey, I love the touching moment here. I think we should get out of here as quickly as possible.
Oh,
Scheherazade, library?
As,
of course.
but as you're saying that though, Angela runs over to you and like grabs you and like hugs you and says, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just I didn't know where you went, and you know everything's been
We
really
went
crazy.
to Asgard. It was a whole thing. Send somebody to hell.
Oh, how's Heimdall?
Better. He was on the ground. He's now up.
That's
Helped
good.
us get here.
Okay, I'm
You
just glad
you
you're
okay?
safe. Yeah, I didn't know where you went after you left, and then I heard things were happening, and I didn't. I don't.
Hey, we're okay now.
I'm trying to get used to the fact that you can take care of yourself and remind myself that you've done this before and you've done this once or twice and you know how to.
Hey, you've done this before too.
Yeah, I have.
We can take care of ourselves and take care of each other.
You're right.
You wanna I think we're going to the library if you wanna come. You don't have to.
I think I whispered she is holding the piece of the dark hole from the raft. She should
Okay, so
come.
you are coming to the library with us. Scheherazade?
Yes, Michael.
I still just fireman's carried.
Yeah.
opens a portal. Looks like a door to like a library. Like opens. Well, home with us. Bye, Raft.
You all step through the portal, and the portal closes, and the frame pans over to the shattered prison cell that the leader was flung through. That is now just like fully wide open, and the last thing we see is a black ooze coming out of the shell, and then we see to be continued.
Oh boy.
Why should I be excited? Help. I don't know anything.
The
Who
cue
is-
the Eminem Venom.
Oh, Venom. Okay, thank you.
Venom.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. So we will pick up there next week. We're gonna do a little circle and basically say where we can find you. So Sarah, how what are you doing stuff?
I'm just hanging. I started posting on TikTok again, a little. You can follow me everywhere at Oops All Smurf. That's about it. I don't have any major things going on.
Hell yeah. Jordan.
Hey, my name's Jordan. You can find me on TikTok at GM_Jordan. I have an adventure that I'm writing that is going to be available for free for
What?
FriendCon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It is a like very gonzo sci-fi fantasy dungeon crawl that will be available for free.
Hell yeah. That sounds super
Cool.
dope.
Yeah.
Tali.
You can find me everywhere on the internet at that's_Barnaby. I don't have anything cool happening. But I'm always just glad to be here.
Sick. And Dare.
Hi everyone. Name's Dare, pronouns she, they, they. I am just kind of glad to be here and keep doing weird shit. If you want to see me anywhere on the internet, all of my socials are Dare to Dream RPG. That is a DARE, the number 2, DREAM RPG, where you can see like the games I design or just me being a menace everywhere on the internet. I recently just hit affiliate on Twitch.
Sick.
So if you would like to see me play some video games, I'm going to be back tomorrow playing Bastion at about 2 p.m. Eastern. And you can find me starting my next indie game on Wednesday, which is Shovel Knight. Same time.
Hell
So
yeah.
yeah, no, we beat Celeste. I will be back doing a marathon for that in a few weeks for misery purposes. But yeah, that's me.
Love it. I'm Sean. You can find me all over the internet at HighGainSad. I'm also writing something for the FriendCon Game Jam. I am writing a one-shot rules light survival horror TTRPG that is just about done, and that'll be in there. I kind of accidentally wrote a game. That was weird, but it's really cool, and I'm really excited about it. And we're also possibly going to play test it here on the channel sometime next month. So stay tuned about other cool stuff happening with FriendCon. We're hammering out details, but I think that'll be really cool. But other than that, you can see us here next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Make sure to check out the link at the top right. See if you can do anything to help Razan and her family evacuate safely. But until then, we will see y'all next time.